Rockin', baby. We're up here for round number 3, waiting for it to say we're good. And hello, sir. That is me. I am back. Hey guys, how you going? Today on BKRsport, we're here as we have got a round 3 extravagant game coming up for you here. And it will be a great game in my personal opinion because there is a lot of factors that do weigh into this one. It is the Manly Seagulls going up against the Parramatta Eels, the Parramatta Eels, in a big rivalry match that goes back to, I think, the 70s and 80s. Could have even been the 60s. I'm pretty certain it was 70s and 80s mainly, though, in regards to Silvertails and whatnot. This is a heated affair. Now, obviously, Parramatta come into this game on 0-2 record. They've lost both their first games. The first one they lost was to the Storm in extra time. The second one they lost in the game of the season so far against the Sharkies, 30-26 there in Parramatta. This is actually their first away game, however. This is their first away game, and they're going up against Manly at Brookvale, which is a really, really difficult match here for them to overcome, especially being on that 0-2, curse, if you want to say. I don't think they're an 0-3 team. That's why I did tip them this week. But Manly are in form, man. They won the preseason trial. Their first game of the season, they flogged the Dogs, who then went on to flog the Storm. They had the bye last week. Now they're back, ready to rock and roll here at home in round 3. This is their first home game. Yes, I think it was a Bulldogs home game, wasn't it? I can't remember. I can't remember whose home game that was in round 1. But, this is going to be a really tight affair because Manly are the favourites and they are at home. However, the Eels are just chirping down and chomping down to the beat. And look, realistically speaking, I don't think anyone sees the Eels as an 0-3 kind of team. But if they go 0-3 here, there's a genuine chance they could be 0-5 by the end of the first 5 rounds because next week they take on the Panthers, who are on the bye this week. So Manly this week off the bye, Panthers next week off the bye, and the week after that they've got the Roosters off the bye. It's unfair. It is what it is, though. Eels have to, if they're a good enough team, they should be able to, win 2 of these games. Like if they're a good enough team, they're in the grand final last year. They should be able to imagine that they can take 2 out of these next 3 games. I know they've started off poorly. However, if you're good enough, you should be able to compete, and if you're good enough, you should be able to win. So it'll be interesting. But let's get into the 2 team lineups here, guys. Before we do get into the chat and see what you Muppets are saying, obviously hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. On our way to 22k now, not too far away from that one. We are moving, we are grooving. Obviously, guys, I will be at the Titans game on Saturday, but I'll be streaming every other game, and including the Broncos Dragons on Saturday night. So I'll go to the game, talk to the boys, and then I'll come back afterwards. I just won't be able to stream the Cowboys Warriors either. But all right. So, Manly, obviously, favourites here. They've got Joshy Schuster, my boy, coming into the team with Carl Lawton. Cooper Johns and Gordon Chan Kum Tong go out for the team. Tommy Trbojevic is the fullback. I'm going to ask you guys a question a little bit. Should I captain him? Should you captain him in Supercoach? Because there's only half an hour until the game does start here. And I'm starting to stress now about my captain. Or do I VC him? No, you don't want to VC him because you got Hopgood. Or do you VC Tom Trbojevic? I don't know. It is a tough one there. But you'd VC one of them in my personal opinion. I know I've gone with Hopgood for the time being, but oh boy, it's a tough one because Tommy Trbojevic could be on here. Christian Tuipulotu and Ruben Garrick on the wings. Brad Parker and Tonata Kola in the centres. Josh Schuster is the 5'8". Daly Cherry Evans, Muppet Man as the captain in the halfback. Taniela Paseka and Jake Trbojevic is the front row. Lachlan Croker is the hooker. They got Homoli Olakawatu and Kelma Tuolangi in the back row. And Josh Instagram blocker Aloie is the lock. You got KO Weeks, Ben Trbojevic, Ethan Bullimore and Sean Kepping on the interchange. And then Carl Lawton is the 18th man replacement. So, pretty straightforward Manly team there. Look, based on paper, I do think that they actually are relatively overachieving a little bit. But with that being said, they're doing the job. Manly, they look pretty good right now. Can they go and do it again after they smacked the Doggies 2 weeks ago? I'm not too sure, but they've won the preseason trial. They should be up for this one here at home. Moving to the Eels, no ins, no outs, no shake it all about. So there is no one in or out for this team. So it is a straight up lineup from last week. You got Clint Gutho as the captain, the fullback, Mike Asivo and Bailey Simonson on the wings with Will Penasini and Wonga Blake there in the centres. Dylan Brown is the 6 and Mitchell Moses the 7. Please, for the love of God, can we see these guys come together in a big game? Holy shit. Regan Campbell-Gillard and Junior Bolo are the front rowers with Josh Hodgson as the 9. Don't know what Parramatta fans are saying that he's been great. Don't know about that one. Bryce Cartwright, Matt Dory is the back row, and then Jermaine Hopgood is the lock. He's been killing it, Supercoach. If you don't have him in your Supercoach by this week, you are a Muppet of the highest degree. Like the upper echelon of the Muppet if you don't have Jermaine Hopgood in your Supercoach team or fantasy team because he's just killing it for points, right? Interchange-wise, they've got Drama Moisia, Jack Murchie, Uri McGreek, and Makahesi Makatoa, with the 18th man reserve being Parramatta's favourite son, Jake Arthur. So yeah, look, I think that the Eels should win this game based off of the fact that they're not an 0-3 team. Manly are deserved favourites. Manly absolutely could win this game, but I took the Eels based on the fact that, one, we've seen a lot of upsets so far. Two, we've seen the closest season to date, officially, by the way, in throughout the NRL period, the NRL era. This is the closest season. The average margin is 8.5, which is like 1 point below the second lowest average margin. So all the games are close this year. I don't know, I just feel like they'll get up here for this rivalry game, but I can absolutely see Manly winning. Don't get me wrong in regards to that one. But guys, get in the chat, tell me your tip. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you want to win? And will you laugh yourself to sleep if Parramatta do go 0-3? Because I feel like a lot of the country will be doing that if so. But guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We've got 25 minutes to go until the game starts. Let's get into it, bud. Ooh, let's get into it, baby. Someone's already been timed out. Like, it just is what it is. I can't even get through the intro without someone within the first 5 minutes of us going live being timed out for being a Muppet. Like, it really is astounding, isn't it? Like, it really is astounding. It's actually 2 people. There is 2 people. It's astounding. It really is. It's something else, lads. It's something else. Well done. You know, well done. TJC Sports says, coming to Parramatta. Blissy says, Blaze, where are you? I'm here, mate. Right here. Hello. You can see me? If you can't see me, well, shit, mate. You're in for a long stream. Stinkas, what a name, says Turbo Supercoach Captain. Listen, it's a good idea. It is a sneaky little idea there, but I'm not going to do it just because I'm still worried about his hammy. I'm still worried about his confidence. I want to see him do it again. Obviously, I've got him there as a reserve, so I'm going to get his points anyway. There is the choice of VCing him alongside VCing him, but if you VC him, then you can't captain Hopgood because he's in the same game, you know. And if you captain a VC Hopgood, you can't captain Trbojevic because they're in the same game. So it does provide a predicament there, whether you do, you know, one or the other. I'm probably going to lean with VC for Hopgood still, just because I know that pretty much every man in his dog has captained Hopgood this week. So I do want to have that cover, just in case he does go off for like a 120, 130, which we obviously know he's capable of because he's been killing it so far in Supercoach. TJC Sports says, it's going to be a great game coming, Power, massive rivalry. Daniil Muppet says, hello, Mr. BKR. Hello, sir. Justin Sundo, he's finally got back into the country. Calls himself Australian. He's barely here. Says, I tip Para for tonight. First game of the season I can really properly watch. Well, that's probably why you've tipped Para, mate. That's probably why you've tipped Para, because you haven't been able to really watch the season properly so far. They have been close, though. You know, people have been really shitting on them quite a lot. Obviously, it is Parramatta. But people have been shitting on them quite a lot without the kind of, you know, giving them the credit they're due still. They did only lose both games by 4 points, right? The game against the Melbourne Storm was 14-10, I think. I think it was 14. No, sorry, it might have been 18-14. I'm not too sure, but it was a close game. There could have been 16-12, whatever. Assume you know the score around that point. And then the game against the Sharks, which they really should. No, I think Sharks deserve that one, but there was no Nico Hines. They still only lost that game by 4 and still scored 26 points, right? Sharkies are leaking a few points this year, which is weird considering that Craig Fitzgibbon is a defensive-minded coach from the Roosters, now the coach of the Sharkies. Their defense is a little bit shaky so far to start this year. But yeah, it's a hard one, man. This whole week is, again, it's difficult. It really is. I went 4 from 8 last week, and I've found out that that was pretty much, most people got like 3. So a 4 was impressive. Some people got 6s, obviously, and some people got 7s. But it was a rarity. Most people did not get a great deal of tips right last week. Brighton says, Manly had a very soft run so far, doing it easy, whilst Para have had 2 tough games against 2 top 8 sides. They might be more battle-hardened. Are you still on that Storm top 8 wagon? Because there is a case to be made that I could be right in regards to my preseason prediction there. But at least those 2 teams are a lot more seasoned comparatively to the Dogs. But with that being said, you say the Storm are a top 8 side in regards to what you just said. The Storm last week got beaten by, 30-odd points or actually, it ended up being like 16 or whatever, but they were down like 36-6 at one stage to the Dogs, right? And the Dogs are the one that Manly beat by 30 points. They did win by 30 points, right? So there is a little bit of a, you know, it's a bit of a difficult one there, because you say the Storm are a top 8 team, and that Eels should be respected at least because of that factor. Well, then Manly, the only team they've played so far, is the team that... I'm all over the shop, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know, Manly beat the Dogs by 30. The Dogs beat the Storm by 16 or whatever, right? So there is a question mark there. But he says, I hate Manly, but I'm going for them because I want to see the Squeals 0-3. Fair enough. Wood says, it would be wonderful if Eels lose. But he says, no, it was Brookie. Oh, it was Brookie. Oh, there you go. Sport Talks is Manly on winning this. I went with VC on Turbo. Fair enough. It's between him or Hopgood for me. Your mum says Manly will lose this, but hopefully not a thrashing. That's a big call to even be assuming a thrashing. Hayden says they got 22-10 Manly win. Mavida says Pedersen had a pretty good match last week. I had a feeling he might bring something tonight. You'd hope so, but Sanders and wingers obviously rely on their inside men. Get wife something Mouse is Manly the Cowboys this season. Oh, no. People were discrediting Manly really unfairly. No. Cowboys were fair to be criticised pre-2022. Manly were really unfairly criticised, and I called this out many times on streams and videos. It was an unfair criticism. Sport Talk said I would have hoped they wanted the dub in the first 2 rounds as well. Well, of course they would have wanted the dub in the first 2 rounds. They didn't get it. That doesn't mean that just because they didn't get those 2 games that now I'm going to be like, oh, the Eels are completely shithouse. But they only lost those games by 4, man. Gus Katuna says, evening all, Gus here. Get around here, Gus. Go Para, and I still hold with my belief that the Dolphins will make the top 8. Here we go, another season. Good luck. Go Para. Rosa Tomo says, Para 1-12, Brown, Garrick, and Sivo was anytime try scorer. I get 10% of that, Rosa. Hey, don't forget it. Blitzy says, same lineup, which means same team. Sharks beat that team. That team beat Storm last. There's too much going on here. There's too much going on there. Then it says, wait, Para fans say Hodgson's good. They have been for some reason. It's weird. They've been saying Hodgson's been working well. No, he has not been. Good to throw on 4 passes. Sport Talk's on something there. Good to throw on 4 passes there. Kenny Fryman says the Eels are facing 3 opponents on bye weeks repeatedly. Yes, they had the Storm in the first round, the Sharks in the second round, and then this round they got Manly who were on a bye last week. Next round they play the Panthers who are on a bye this week, and the week after that they play the Roosters who are on a bye next week. So yeah, it's a tough little slog here for Parramatta to start this season. Fair enough, Joe. No, but it doesn't matter either way. Do it, you know. Bro, the Roosters threw 1,004 passes against the Warriors. Not like Hodgson. Your mum said they've been playing tough teams. This is an easy dub for Para. Manly are currently in first position. What do you mean? I know that they've had a bye, but in the same sense, they still won their last game by 30. Like, disrespecting Manly is a bit outrageous. But I have tipped Para. I have done it. Greg Martin says Para have been an extremely underwhelming second row pairing. Bryce Carter and Matt Dory. Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, Ryan Maddow comes back in next week from his suspension, obviously. He went out for 3 games. He'll probably come in there for either Bryce Cartwright or Matt Dory. I'm not too sure. Probably Bryce, to be completely honest with you. But yes, that back row pairing is really underwhelming considering the 2 front rowers and the 13. The 9 has been there and he's just not doing it. But yeah, the back row is underwhelming there for Para. Maddo would be the player apparently to attack, right? Maddo is a player that will bring a lot more grunt to the forwards, but with that being said, they still should be doing better. Brighton said I just meant top 8 side last year. No, I know what you're trying to say. Our flag set up the Storm Titans can get done 13 plus. That's just a stupid comment. Maya says, yeah, you got to do better than that. To like, come on, bro. They've changed their name to try and get Maya Buttricks. Wow, that was a really good one, man. You got me. Gee whiz. For Feeder, a good C shout. I've gone for Feeder as my captain for Supercoach. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Jesse says, on my way home from work, listening to the D. Get around the D. Something about... Hold on. Your comment disappeared. On my way home from work, listening to stream this time instead of radio, Lego Para. Exactly right, Jesse. That's what we're talking about, baby. Get around it, son. I love your work. You driving home from work will probably get... I can't remember his name, but he's a Dragons fan. He comes in here and tells us that he's at some drive-thru, and he's always listening to us. So you're not the only person in the car normally. He'll come and tell us about his rando drive-thru experience at some point, for sure. Your mum says I'm realistic with my team. I don't know about that. I don't think so. I think you're an Eels fan. I think you are. I think you're a little bit over top here. To be completely honest with you, I think you're a little bit over top. Like I'm from a non-biased perspective. I think you've been a little bit over top. Get why somebody now says that's my point. Everyone expects them to do bad like the Cowboys last season. No, though. Like the Cowboys again. I guess you're right in the technical sense of people shitting on them, but the people who were shitting on Manly. were very unrealistic. Like, they still had Tom Trbojevic, they still had Daly Cherry Evans, they've still got Jake Trbojevic, they've got Josh Schuster, who's been implemented into that 6th role. There is so much that was beneficial to Manly coming into this year. Their forwards were down, and I still think that Manly are going to struggle overall, but in regards to their forwards. However, I still think they've started off this season great enough that can prove a lot of people wrong, and I don't think they're comparable to the Cowboys, because the Cowboys were justifiably criticised if you go back and have a look pre-season to 2022. So I get what you're saying, I do. I just think there is differences to those two. Basically says, I can't tell the hat chose back-to-back-to-back post by... I don't know what's going on there, but you tried. You tried your best to get a comment. Daniel as well says, which channel is it in? And I hope Para wins, Para go. It'll be on KO, man. Oh, this game will be on Channel 9 as well. Yeah, this will be a free-to-air game on Channel 9. TJ Tawa says, Hodgson versus Croker, battle of the Queensland hookers. Who's better, though? Lachlan Croker versus Josh Hodgson. I'd say Josh Hodgson. Francis Otogolo says they are really missing Sean Lane. To be honest, yeah, that's a good point, Francis. So they're missing Ryan Maddow and Sean Lane, which I didn't even think of in my head just then. So yes, their 2 starting back rowers aren't there. Yeah, it's huge. It's like, for example, we're missing Bowie Furman right now. If Dave went down, we'd be missing both our starting back rowers. And Stimo's come in and done a good job, but it hurts a team. It does. It really does hurt a team. Aflac says, seriously, what's your prediction for South Roosters close game or someone take over? Those games are usually decided by around the 12-point mark from my from what I can remember. I could be wrong there. For people in the chat, tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong. But those games are usually decided by about 12. Like a game that is close enough, but there is also a definitive or so winner. I've gone the Rabbitohs. I can absolutely see the Roosters getting up, though. Obviously, I do my tipping videos and whatnot. For everyone here who hasn't seen that yet. But yeah, look, I think that I've gone Rabbitohs, but there's absolutely a world where the Roosters go and do it. I'm still going 1-12, but it could be anywhere between 10-14 for either team. I don't usually see a great deal of 1-point games. Since, though, like 10 years ago, when they had that 1-point game on each side twice in a year, where the Rabbitohs won once. It wasn't even a 1-point game, it was just a try game after the siren to beat the other team. But it was both in the same year. Rabbits beat the Roosters, and then the Roosters beat the Rabbits. No, sorry, it was Roosters beat the Rabbitohs with Anthony Minicello, and then the other game was the Rabbits beating the Roosters with... Who was it? Adam Reynolds, actually. Yeah, Adam Reynolds was the one who got the job done there. Oh, God, jeez, this guy is just full on, eh? Not you, actually, somebody else. CJ says, did you put Dolphins 16th in your preseason ladder prediction? If so, where would you put them now after the first few games? I put them in 17th, and I think that I've got them above, but I still feel like there will be a drop in coming. I could probably look towards anywhere 11th, around there. I could see 11th. I don't think they make the top 8. I do think a drop comes. They haven't had an away game yet. They've had 2 occasion games. If they, win this game, and if they beat another genuine team, the Roosters are known for losing that round 1 game. If they beat another genuine team, yeah, I'll have a lot more belief in them, right? But until then, I'm still very hesitant on that. But Wayne Bennett has done a job with them, man. He has. He's done a job with them, and he's picked them up. But with that being said, they have had 2 home occasion games, right? This is their first away trip. There's a genuine potential that the Knights could win 13 plus. But I've tipped the Dolphins still because I want to be on more of the safer side. But there is still a genuine opportunity there for the Knights to win 13 plus and prove that the NRL is not as easy as you may think. Para going to lose once again. Hayes says, I've tipped it. I've tipped the Eels. Get one of something else. The only difference between Manly and Cowboys, Manly have world-class players and Cowboys don't. So Cowboys is more surprising. Well, this year so far, you're seeing a lot more of what people were expecting with the Cowboys. They still are better than what people were expecting last year, but they are coming down to earth a lot more in regards to their team lineup. Real Geese says, hello, good mate. Yeah, your mum, you're getting a little bit annoying, bro, because if you don't think Lachlan Croker's a hooker, like, he literally has been playing hooker for Manly for the last couple of years, bro. So, it's just becoming a little bit... You're not even really adding to the chat. You're just being annoying. So this is probably why you've been... That's probably why. Because I can't... By the way, moderators, I can't see when someone gets timed out. I just see their message deleted. But this is probably why you've been timed out if you have. Get one somebody now says, yeah, it's always close till the end. Justin Sanders says, I'm very nervous about the Roosters tomorrow. Not confident at all. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. I think that you guys have been very, very underwhelming so far. I'd probably put you guys as number 2 in regards to I can see this from the Eels. So I've got Eels 3, Roosters 2, and then the Cowboys 1 is what I would go in regards to underwhelming in a ranking, to be honest with you. 10 minutes to go until the game starts, guys. 10 minutes to go. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Get around it. So this is fair enough. I think your ladder prediction this year is really good. We'll see how it goes, man. It's really, really tough. It's really, really tough this year so far. And I did say this before the season started. This is going to be one of the closest seasons to date for sure. And right now, literally, officially, is the closest season the NRL has seen. Memphis says, Savage Slapper. I don't know what that means. CJ says, I'm a Storm fan, and it hurts to see some of their stars players sold and their performance drop so far. Yeah, I hope we beat you guys on Saturday. I reckon we do. But yes, you've lost your entire forward pack. You obviously have Pappenhausen injured, Munster injured. But you are getting back this week Justin Olam. You are also getting back Xavier Coates. Tarek Sims is coming back. You did lose Nelson Solomona. It's a very 50-50 game there because you guys have a lot of injuries and 2 of which are spinal players. We've lost 1 spinal player in Sammy Verrills, but we also don't have Bowie Furman from the start of the season with the ACL. You've also got Jojo Fafita, who's one of our better backline players. He's injured. At least we get Brian Kelly back in from suspension into the centres there. But yeah, look, unfortunately we do lose a few players. But hopefully we can still get up there at home for our first home game. Also, what's with the 8 PM kickoffs now? I'm not. 7:45 on a Thursday was late enough, so I think that it's like this to start. But in the same sense, because Origin always used to start at the 8 PM. It used to be like 7:50 PM, or like most of the time it was 7:50 PM. That these games would start. But yeah, look, I think maybe because it helps the Queensland audience, because obviously it's 6:50 right now. Maybe that's what they're thinking about, because we're still on daylight savings for I think about a month now. But you New South Wales folk are just stupid for your daylight savings, bloody nonsense. Just muppets, man. Just muppets. But yeah, I'll take Rabbits by 12 tomorrow. I'm going to take Eels by like 4 or 6 tonight. I think it'll be a good one. I think it'll be a really close one. I don't see there is a world where the Eels win 13 plus. There is also a world where Manly can do the same thing. I just don't think that it's realistic. But then again, apparently the Eels have only won like 5 of their last. No, sorry, they've only won like 2 of their last 8. I think against Manly. I think Random Stats guy said I could be all over the shop there. It usually goes to 8 for Queensland once New South Wales gets off Muppet time. Yeah, of course, because that's the same time. So we would then go. That's right, yeah, because you guys come back an hour. Yeah, it's stupid. You guys are Muppets. You're Muppets. Manly by 15 to 23. What a random comment. What a random amount of numbers there. You've just literally just typed numbers for the sake of it there. What do you mean 15 to 23? Like, what do you mean 15 to 23? Why is there a field goal there and 13 plus? You're madman. But in the same sense, it's not impossible for sure. Dasmate says, lose an hour's sleep. How bullshit is that? Do we? No, we don't get anything, do we? We just stand the normal time, don't we? We don't gain an hour, do we? No, we don't. I think we just stand at the same time. I don't know. I don't care. You guys are Muppets for having your stupid bloody daylight saving shit. God forbid if you live on the edge of Queensland, New South Wales, though, like around that area. Like, that would just suck if you worked in, like that side of Tweed Heads or Coolangatta. If you worked in Coolangatta, but you live on the Tweed Heads side, God help you. God Mode Dwight Captain Hopgood. I've gone the VC. So no, you don't God Mode. You do the VC. You put Hopgood as your VC, which is what I've done, and then I've captained David Fafita, so that if Hopgood does really well and gets a 120, 130, you can then put the captain on a non-playing player. You will lose, obviously, the points of that player, but the point of the matter is that you will get the captaincy points there, and then you just put the you just have to unfortunately lose the points of a player. But overall, if they're getting 130 and whatnot, then you just bring it back. Brian's pretty sure 15 to 23 is just about impossible. Is he saying the score lines 15 to 23? Is that what he was saying? No, I think he's saying Manly by 15 to 23. So anywhere in between 15 and 23. So it's not like 16 to 22 is a reasonable score, but it's just a Muppet comment. It's a Muppet comment by a bigger Muppet, man. CJ, what you doing, man? You're confusing everybody. But this is Manly 33. Okay, this guy's a clown. Zach Hewitt says 22-12 to Para. Yeah, it's a reasonable scoreline. I think Manly have enough points for them to get more than that. I'll probably go... I think Parramatta's 22 is probably a good shout. They did get 26 points last week. Were held well and truly in check by the Storm, however. I'm going to go 24-20. I'll go 24-20. I think that Parramatta's defense is definitely susceptible to some tries, and Manly can score some tries with the likes of Tommy T and whatnot. But yeah, it'll be really interesting. Blissy says, New South Wales is already bad, but I can't imagine living in Helensburgh. What the hell is Helensburgh? Jasper says, end daylight savings, it goes to 7:50. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that it was basically there for that reason. I was certain it was there for that reason. I'm not going to respond to your comment because you started to spam it. Hayes says 22-20 Parrot. Yeah, I've gone around that point. Francis Otakola says Hopgood going to have a killer game. Yeah, well, he could, or he could come back down worth as well. That's why it'd be silly to captain Hopgood, because there is an absolute opportunity that Manly realise, well, he's playing well, let's lock him down, and maybe Parramatta might not be able to get on the front foot. And he's not going to have line breaks every week, he's not going to have tries every week, but he has been really good to start the season. So have him as a VC, have him as cover, so that you can switch it out if you need be. Peter Barraclough says, morning, Eels to win by 8. Fair enough there. Get why something else is Manly 27, Parrot 20. I do feel like there's enough tries in this game, enough points in this game, yeah. Godman says, so if I captain Cleary and have Hopgood VC and does bad, how do I change captain? You can change, it's a rolling lockout. If you're on Supercoach, it's a rolling lockout, right? So but you VC Hopgood, then you, for example, captain David Fafita, and then like leave it on another captain that is actually decent, right? So you don't have to think about it otherwise. But if Hopgood doesn't do well, then just leave the captaincy on David Fafita, for example. If Hopgood does have a very good game, like a 120, 130 kind of deal, then you take the captaincy and put that onto, like you sub in Nathan Cleary, right? And then you put the captaincy onto Nathan Cleary. He's not going to get the points, right? So it will go to a VC. You'll get the double points for Hopgood, and I'm pretty certain you'd get like the lowest score. No, I don't even think you get a score. But anyway, the point of the matter is that you're going to get another 120 odd points. It doesn't really matter about the loss of about 30, 40 points that you would have got for another player. That's how it works. Dr. Munty says, when's kickoff? In about 3 minutes' time. The Manly boys are getting ready to run out here. Eels boys about to run out as well. Storm to get the spray of all sprays at the losers of the Titans. Oh, we all know somebody's going to get sprayed. Oh, we all know that there's going to be someone who gets sprayed on Saturday if the Titans beat the Storm. I'll get a free $100. I don't even have to outlay anything. Okay, I don't even get to outlay anything. Dr. Moses wins kickoff 3 minutes away. Cleary doesn't play this week. That's the point, Daz. That's the point, bro. That's the point, bro. Reggie Rock says over 42 or under. I would personally go over, but it's a tough one. I would personally go over. Gregory says, good to be back into the season. I missed you, mate. Mate, you're back and ready to rock and roll. Well, we've been here for 2 weeks now. But Jesse Colgorn says, are you NRL fans of Supercoach? Supercoach, man. Platform's better. Jazz says 1-0 Para. You are a Muppet. Get around your Brocky. Came for Saturday. Francis Otakola says final predictions. Yeah, I'm going 24-20 Para. But it should be good. Zach Hewitt says Storm losing 2 in a row. Always. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, no, sorry. No, sorry. That's not what he said. He said Storm losing 2 in a row, ? Only to the Titans. Okay, fair enough. They don't usually lose 2 in a row, but to the Titans. It's a smart man, Zach. Smart man. Dave says 3 minutes and I haven't done my Supercoach or tips. You are a Muppet, man. 3 minutes. You've got 2 minutes now. You better hurry. Son. You better hurry. Who do I have playing tonight? So I have, in this game, I've got Hopgood. I've got Tom Trbojevic. Is that really it? Is that actually it? Yeah, it is. I've only got Hopgood and Trbojevic. I've got Bryce Cartwright on the bench. On my bench to get some money. Parramatta! Coming out onto the field now, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Get around it. Here we go. Who's better, DC or Moses? Come on, man. DC is a World Cup winner. DC is a multiple Origin winner. He's got the longest neck in the business. He's also the best at cutting off deals and completely screwing clubs for 5 years after that. I would go with DCU. If the Titans beat the Muppet Panthers fan, going to give you $100, and why is he calling people from Gold Coast slow? His team represents Penrith. Bro, that was the silliest thing he could have said. Like, I get the $100 thing and obviously the banter and whatnot, but there's no way that anyone from Penrith insults the Gold Coast, right? There's no way that anyone really insults the Gold Coast because everyone knows how beautiful it is. That everyone knows that's where everyone moves up to. To insult the Gold Coast was one of the maddest statements ever, specifically in regards to being slow, was wild. Especially coming from a Panthers fan. Gary says, are you experiencing fireworks at Chooks vs Bunnies? Expecting. I believe it should be a great game. I think it'll be 12 points over those, but I think it'll be close, and then they'll score late to solidify it. Manly are coming out of the field here. Here we go. Old and Peace also want the Titans to pump the Storm this week. Don't worry, we'll do you a favour. Don't worry, Old and Peace, we got you. Never Love says, is anyone else getting spam text messages from Supercoach? Is it legit or a scam? Who owns Supercoach? I do. I don't have it. I'm not getting messages from Supercoach. At least if you don't... Well, your name is Never Loved, right? Your name is Never Loved. So, if you get a text message from Supercoach, at least you're getting text. So Supercoach loves you. So now your name's a lie because you are being loved right now by Supercoach. Think of it that way. Alright, so packed out Brookie Oval here. Look at this. Packed out. Zach Hewitt says, shush Justin, Sunderland ain't making the Prem. What's going on here? It's going in hard for him. Get around you, Nissi. Appreciate you for subscribing. Appreciate you. Jesus, I don't know what that comment's about, but here we go. Eels will kick this ball off, and Manly will grab the ball at the goal line. Tommy T gives it off to the Instagram blocker, and he'll bring it out to the 10. Get around the Instagram blocker. What a muppet. DC got that pinch face, that oh yeah mask. I don't know what that is. Someone can never say Brookie never turns up. Look at that crowd. Absolutely can. There's been some times in the last recent few years that they've never turned up. I disagree with you. But when they turn up, it's a great atmosphere there, right? They literally beat us last year, the Titans, off their atmosphere. It was that incredible. But I absolutely can say that Brookvale is not always full. It is absolutely... I've been to games there. A game where they've won by 30 odd points and scored 50. And it was not a big crowd. So, no, I will disagree with you there. Old and Peace Lords, I don't know, but for some reason I also want the Dragons to beat the Broncos this week too. We all do, mate. But the Eels are going to get this ball here. Mike, I see what does with Vitti, man. He's going to bring this ball out to the 20. Oh, wow. Josh Hodgson already down injured. Hodgson is already down injured here. What's going on here? Maybe he's just been hit in the eye or something like that? Jeez, that was a bit strange there. I hope he's all right. Touch wood, he's all right, man. You know, we're always going to be critical of players when we believe they deserve to have criticism. But in regards to people wishing injuries or celebrating injuries, you're a dickhead if you do that. You know, and people, I will also put this into perspective as well. If you're predicting injuries, like, I don't believe that Tom Trbojevic will get through a season of full, health, you're a dickhead as well. Because, you can put it a different way. You're like, I'm not confident that he goes through the entire season, but I'm looking forward to seeing him, play full healthy, and hopefully he does it the whole year. Instead of, I'm predicting an injury for Tom Trbojevic in round 4. You just look like a dickhead, you know what I'm saying? You look stupid. So, it is what it is, man. Obviously, people have their own things that they do, but you just look really stupid if you're predicting injuries, because what are you basing it off? So, it's going to be second tackle now for Manly to get this ball at 35. Turbo Prime or Hayne Prime, who would you take? Take Hayne Prime because he is more durable. He is more durable. That's a fact. And also, I think that his NFL venture is kind of what screwed him. If you take away that NFL venture, I do believe he's the more successful fullback. Not necessarily trophy-wise, but then again, 1 second, Manly are away. He looked inside. Oh, they're going on the sideline for sure. Oh, wow. That's really kind of average there by Bailey Simonson not getting him over the line. You just have to hit him on the side. You probably would have got him over. But I'm taking Jared Hayne Prime, to be fair. And no to anybody who's thinking about making a joke. Fifth tackle now, 25 metres out. Right-hand side. Croker gives it off to Schuster. Puts it up in the air. No Eels play there, which is weird. They should have just caught that and then tried to do something with that. I don't know what happened with the knockback there from Manly, but that was poor defense from the Eels. Not a single Eels player was in the vicinity to try and grab that ball. Where's the fullback? Where's Gutho? Where is Gutho in that situation? Dear me. 3 minutes in here. Francis Collis can't wait for Sean Lane to return. Yeah, he was one of Eels' best players last year, if not the best player. Good offload there by Bailey Simonson, and then terrible pass there from the Eels. This set is just a shambles right now. So second tackle to get this ball to the 18. That is a shambles set so far. And Nate Jace's injury predictors have voodoo dolls at home. That's a good run there. You're not wrong, man. It's just like, why do you want to predict an injury? What makes you feel good about predicting that somebody gets hurt? I don't even like it when... But for example, Titans beat Storm this week. People are going to use the injuries as an excuse, even though we have our own injuries. They won't give that credit to us, but they'll give credit to the Storm, right? So I don't even want to play teams down men. If my team's going to win the comp, then you want to play the best, and you want to beat the best. To prove that, the ball's going to bounce with the Eels. At the 10, he offloads it. Left hand side. Marcus Sivo. Sivo tosses a 50 man. He's still going here. Sivo offloads it. Where's the ball? Hodgson's up. Goes left hand side. No, he's still going here. What are they doing? He is dreadful. He's dreadful. Hodgson is dreadful. Pass the ball, you clown. What is he doing? Hodgson, bro. It was close, but pass the ball, Hodgson. He broke tackles, but for what? Like, what? He broke tackles, but for what? To hold the ball and then knock it on. Pass the ball, bro. You're 5 minutes out. Just bloody lofted around, which is what was happening. He's holding the ball. Absolutely ultimate pace lord. Oh, 1-on-1 strip. Oh, it's going forward anyway. So Manly will get a fresh set of 6 here. Hey, we'll get a fresh set of 6. Correct. Right hand side now. Corey gets it off to Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans with a little scooty scoot. First tackle now for Manly. Great set here. Thanks, Josh Hodgson. 35 metres out here from the line. Totata Kuola gives it back to Cherry Evans. Off to Kroger. Kroger to Instagram blocker. And he'll get to the 33 or so. Hopgood with the tackle. Raiders might want to take him back. I don't think anyone wants to take him right now. Cherry Evans to Olaquatu. Olaquatu, Tom Trbojevic to Brad Parker. Brad Parker taken down. Oh, knock on Brad Parker. Knock on Brad Parker. What's his milestone game for Brad today? There's a milestone for Brad Parker that I saw all over social media. And they were doing something in the sheds. Time to give the game and play lawn bowls, as Matt says. 100 games for Brad. There you go. There you go. So, I don't know why they're showing Josh Schuster here. He wasn't the one who knocked the ball on. It was Brad Parker. Unless I'm being silly. I don't think I'm being silly. I can be silly. Just not this time. Hodgson looks like an egg. Well, there you go, mate. Well, there you go. So, Regan Campbell-Gillard will get the penalty over the Eels. 15 metres out from their own line. He will get the penalty. You'll take that if you're Parramatta. You will take that if you are a Parramatta. And it's a good kick there. If it goes out, well, it's not even back there anyway. That's a great kick there from Moses, which will get the ball to the 30. Wow, 30 to 30. Unbelievable. X-Man says, Manly 1 and 12, Tom Trbojevic 2 tries, Schuster try, Brown and Sivo try, $1,500 redo donation. Wowee. But I've tipped the Eels here, X-Factor. So good luck to us both, but I do believe the Eels are going to win this game. Second tackle here for the Eels. They're going to be 20 metres out here from their own line. No, sorry, from the Manly line. At least we have Walters, not Hodgson. I don't know about that one. I don't know if I'd be saying that. Right hand side here. Off to... Well, that's a knock on there from Manly, I reckon. I thought that was a... Oh, no. Apparently it was just a bad pass there from the Eels. I thought that was a knock on from Manly. I'm all over shot. Tamara Riddell says that Hodgson may be the greatest by the year. Yeah, if you're stupid... If you're stupid, yeah, you're right. If you're not stupid, then he's possibly one of the worst buys of the year. Penalty to Zimenli. Not reading that coming out. So Cherry Evans here will kick this ball from the 40 to the 35 or so. It's still a decent kick. Tasman says 100 games for Hank Scorpio. Alright, here we go. So, Manly will get this ball to the 30. Here's their first opportunity. Greg Masters for Canberra, tell it. Yeah, exactly right. Best buy in regards to for the Raiders, for sure. Hodgson's about to have a comeback game next week. 3 tries. Alright, mate. Good luck with that one. You know, best of luck to him, alright? Instagram blocker off to Josh Schuster. Schuster here gets the ball by Tommy Trbojevic. Left her side. Garrick tries up for the Manly. Manly. The Eels players are complaining, but I'm pretty certain it's a try time, and it is a try time. Ruben Garrick with the try. And it is an assist there as well for Tom Trbojevic. Ruben Garrick, bing bang. Bing bang boom. Thanks for bringing in Tommy T this week. I like it. I should put him on VC. Should have thought about it. Jeez, how about those that centre wing pairing there for Parramatta? They like to lead tries, don't they? They like to leak the tries. Brighton says that was kind of soft from Guth. I thought he put a bit more into that. I don't think he was going to be able to stop that, but with that being said, yeah, he should have put a little bit more physicality in there, but Simonson well and truly out there, but that's not because of him. That's because of the inside centre who came completely inside. Muppet. I've captained Fafita, but I've VC'd Hopgood, so you should always VC Tom Boyvis in this situation, X Factor. You shouldn't be captaining him because you can bring him and give him the captaincy by taking out a player for putting a non-playing player in your team who will then give the captaincy to your VC, and you just lose like 30 points. But if they go over 100, 120, then it works out well. Garrick ran over the former Manly junior Gutho. So 4-0 here to Manly from the left-hand side. Was that part of X Factor's multi? No, yeah, Schuster, Brown, Sivo, Terboyers, 2 tries, Manly 112. You have a high-scoring game. But Ruben Garrick from the left-hand side. Ruben Garrick, can he slap it in front of the Manly faithful? Hello from Polska. Get around you in Poland. So from the left-hand side, Ruben Garrick. Bang, baby. Big boom. Right over the post. So it is 6-0 here to the Manly. Ruben did pretty well to get that down, actually. It was pretty basic. It was just he got given the ball in a great area. There was no defender there and put the ball over the line. I don't think anything like pretty well. I think he just put it down. It's pretty easy. Gutho, actually. You know what, Brighton? I agree with you. Gutho could have stopped that. Gutho could have stopped that if he put a little bit more into that. But yeah, Ruben Garrick, that was an easy try for him. Yeah, he could have. He probably could have stopped that. He did actually have decent positioning in the end. Tama Red says, who are the Warriors losing to this week? The Cowboys in North Queensland. It's going to be hot. I can tell you it's going to be hot because I'm in Queensland. And it is hot today. And it is hot tomorrow. And it's meant to be goddamn shit hot on Saturday. And that's going to really screw the Titans at 2 p.m. It's going to really screw all the fans that have to sit in the sun at 2 p.m. when it's going to be probably about 38 to 40 degrees on field, which is less than last year for the Warriors game. But yes, it's meant to be very, very hot. It's meant to be 31 degrees, 32 degrees on the Gold Coast on Saturday. But that usually equates to about 8 degrees plus on field. Alright, so 4 tackle here, right-hand side. Manly, it's not a 40-20, it was just outside the 40. And it'll actually go for a 7 tackle set there. Oh, big yikes, Manly. So 7 tackle set coming up for the Eels. Now, guys, 10 minutes gone here, 10 minutes gone. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. Get around it, baby. Get around it, baby. Yes, sir. At least the Broncos get the 6 p.m. game, not the 2. NRL loves us. We know the NRL suck you off 100%. We've known that for a long time. So 0 tackle here at the 30. Hodgson gives it off to Patacini, who'll get absolutely crunched on the tackle there. The NRL needs to put Queensland games at night. So all 3 games are in Queensland on Saturday, not a single New South Wales game. Second tackle here at the 42. The Titans host the Storm. The Cowboys then host the Warriors. And then the Broncos host the Dragons. So 3 Queensland games on Saturday. Third tackle here for the Eels. They're making some good meters here. Hopwood gets it out to the left-hand side. Dylan Brown looking for a gap. Can't do it, though. 38 meters out. Mania Kake says Seagulls have it. They're winning. They are winning right now, but it's only been 11 minutes. Is that knock on? It is a knock on. Eels are looking very, very Parramatta-y. They are looking very Parramatta-y right now. Justin Sundo says, I sort of think that Broncos have only 7 games outside of Queensland. Welcome to Brisbane, baby. Welcome to the NRL Loves Child. Queensland Derby, Titans Storm, yep. Cartwright is not it, man. I've never seen him as NRL standard. You were all over the shop with that comment. But, yes, Bryce Cartwright. At Panthers, he was pretty good. Titans, no. And Eels, no. But he's a decent little moneymaker for the Supercoach to start off with. But I don't think many people are looking for a longer solution to their teams. Can watch something that's a 7 only. Welcome. Because I'm pretty certain that Manly get the home game at Suncorp, don't they? It's a nice little tactic there for Brisbane. Citizens of Races, Turbo doing Turbo things, easy Manly win. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Second tackle here for Manly, 45 minutes out. This is what people do all the time. They come in here and they expect an easy win straight away just because the team's leading 6-0. Like, it's been 12 minutes. It's been 12 minutes, lads. Third tackle here, 45 minutes out. Unfortunately, first half means nothing, Malcolm says. Oh, we know you, as a Warriors fan, you'd be very well aware of that. Very well aware of that. And you play the Rabbits of the Sunshine Coast. Yeah, that's bullshit, eh? You guys just... something else. Tom Voyage, left-hand side, Brad Parker to Ruben Garrett. Garrett cuts back onto the inside of the field. But Bailey Simonson and not sure are the ones to get the tackle there. Rabbits home game. That's just silly. Why would the Rabbits take a home game from Sunshine Coast? That's my question. Why? Trebojevic goes up. Knock on there from the Eels. And it's going to be a Manly ball. 6 again for Manly. Oh, big yikes. Big old yikes. So Tom Trebojevic, 5 metres out from the line. Goes right-hand side. Terrible pass. Goes off to Olakau'atu. He's looking. He's going. 6 again as well. My goodness me, Parramatta. This Eels team, they've got to be the Tottenham Hotspur of the NRLA. Like, this Eels has to be the Tottenham Hotspur of the NRL. 7 metres out from the line. Devon's going to smell a try. I smell a try too, mate. I feel like it's reeking right now. I think it's reeking. Cherry Evans, Schuster, Trebojevic to Olakau'atu, knock on. It's not reeking no more. Dave, mate. Not reeking no more, Dave. Not reeking no more. In my opinion, the Warriors shouldn't be home in Magic Round. Give them all games in New Zealand you can. Yeah, I agree. I think that's pretty unfair on them, actually. I think that's pretty awful to give them a home game at Magic Round. But obviously, big news in New Zealand. They're getting a second A-League team in the expansion in 2025. Getting a second expansion team there. I think it's Auckland and Canberra coming in. That would have been a try if he hadn't knocked it on. Thanks, Medvedev. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that one. That would have been a try if he didn't knock it on. The Titans would have won every game if we'd scored more points. Huh? Not wrong. I'm not wrong. Justin Summers says, feels like I'm watching a Roosters game. Can't complete any sets. This happened last week with the Eels too, man. They just don't seem to be able to complete sets. They can score points and score tries, but they just make a lot of mistakes. And Manly's defense has really turned it on, man. They really have. They've turned it on. Right-hand side here for the Eels. Hopgood gets his ball to about 35 metres out from his own line. Mania says, who ready for Storm to beat Titans? I am. I know no one cares. Yep, no one cares. Left-hand side here, Micah Sivo with the ball. Gets this into the attack and half. Trying to get the offload. Can't do it, though. NRL home is Australia. We're lucky to be a part of it. Malcolm. He's getting silly. Eels, good kick up there, but not enough chase still. Still not enough chase. Oh, Trebojevic got slapped there at 25. Settle down there, Tuipulotu. It's not high. Alright, Tuipulotu gets his ball out to the 22nd tackle now. Mudge says the team that scores more points will win. That's a crazy statement, Mudge. Listen, I reckon you and Medvedev should get together and just chat footy because you're not wrong. And, you know, he might not be wrong either. The team who scores more points will probably win this game, yeah. That's terrible defense there from the Eels. Manly get the ball to the halfway point. Jerome Aker says Gold Coast are undefeated at Grand Final. You're not wrong. Gold Coast Titans have not lost an NRL Grand Final. You are spot on, mate. So fit tackle here for Manly. Unfortunately for Dad's mates Bulldogs. Bit of a different story there. So the Eels now will get this ball at the 1. Actually, Jerome, how about the Storm? They've lost a Grand Final, haven't they? Yes, they have. Gotcha. So first tackle lever the Eels. They're 10 metres out from their own line. Micah Sivo just got absolutely annihilated by Cherry Evans and somebody else. Francis Otacotto says Eels are slacking off. This is the same Eels as the last couple of weeks. You know, I found it wild they just re-signed Brad Arthur. Like that penalty to Manly. Oh my God, the Eels. Oh my God, Eels. This is painful to watch, eh? Can I change my tip now? Can I change my tip now? I'm never tipping on this team again. Oh, it's Hodgson. Yeah, Parramatta fans, it's been fantastic. It's been fantastic. So they're going to go for the 2 here, Manly. I can't deal watching this team, eh? It's giving me painful Warriors vibes. We haven't lost a grand final in my lifetime, 3-0 in fact. That's actually incorrect, Dave. That's incorrect. I remember watching 2 grand finals that you've lost, actually in the last 10 years as well, yeah. Just start backing the bet, bro. Your bet's not going to happen, eh? Like, I'm sorry, but it's just not. There's way too many try scorers, and it's way too many try scorers. Tell me what else says, if Dylan Brown scores second or third try, a solid $8 coming your way. Get around it. Up at the $8. Up at the $8. If you want to buy me a beer, There is that pin coming over there. Get around. So Dylan Brown scores second or third try. It's a ballsy call. It's a bold call. Jesse Cogwin says hello. You've been here for a while, but now he's saying hello. Someone said, I know it's only been a game and a half of the season, but already you can see the defensive structure is vastly different. Finally changed TCE sprinting over the line. Yeah, Manly have been very good defensively in the preseason and also now. Yeah, they've proven me wrong already. We're going to do this one. We'll see you in 5 minutes, sir. We're going to see you in 5 minutes, sir. All right, so Manly from 20 metres out. Should be an easy kicker to make it an 8-0 ball game, and that's what Ruben Garrick does. He does what he does, and he did what he did. That is a 8-0 ball game now. Manly getting the conversion. Not conversion, the penalty. Eels Warriors, good comparison. It is a very good comparison. Matt's Ozsports TV says, who's been the buy of the season so far, and why is the answer Hodgson? Yeah, he's a great player, man. He's a great player. The Raiders would love that buy. Yeah. The buy of the season has been Hodgson for the fact the Raiders got rid of him. So the Raiders are the winners of the buy of the season. Nate J says, 8 smackers gets me a stubby and cheese and bacon roll. Good shout. Not at the game, it doesn't. 8 smackers gets you a quarter of a mid-strength beer. They'll only fill it up that way. So Manly, Instagram blocker, gets the ball out to the 15. He seems like he's been very influential in regards to the runs that he's been making this game so far. Alright, so Hamoli Okawatu gets this ball out to the 25, second tackle. 20 minutes gone here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Parramatta, they're looking very Parramatta. Left-hand side, Brad Parker, taking out the 40. Pre-ball hidden in a bag. Fair enough. I'm going to need to bring my big water bottle on Saturday. I think you can take water bottles in as long as there's no, the brand isn't on it. So I'll bring my, big thick bottle. So fit tackle here for Manly. Tom Boyvich gets this ball 35 metres out from the Eels line. It's a bold call putting a straight up captain on Tommy T. Benas says, oh jeez, good hit there. So Eels with ball 10. Who's winning tonight? I tipped the Eels, but I'm not confident anymore. I can tell you that right now. I'm definitely not confident with it. Bob Williams, Dragons better beat the Broncos. I don't think they will, but I would love to see the Dragons beat the Broncos. Oh, jeez, Simonson, how did he not lose that ball? They're not making any meters here, Parramatta. Oh! The amount of hits coming in from Manly right now. Deary me. Forward tackle, right-hand side. 40-20 attempt here from Mitchell Moses. 40-20 attempt here. 40-20 attempt here. Oh, it's going to be so close. It's actually going to be a really good kick there, though. Really good kick. You can take water bottles and stadiums. Yeah, but you can't actually bring in ones that have the thing on it, can you? Daniel Lanes this morning. Good night, sir. It's 7:22 p.m. here. Jasper says, we play at Sunkel for the next 4 weeks. No one cares about the Broncos, Jasper. Jerome says, in all honesty, I think Titans can win this year. Really structured team. This week's game shall test the theory. You think the Titans can win the comp this year, Jerome? Is that what you're saying? You think the Titans can win the comp? Oh, Tom Twevich, one broken tackle. Get around and gets to the 34 tackling. Manly line speed is so fast right now. Oh! Instagram blocker is the man. He is a massive, massive clown. That's what you get with Instagram blocker. Literally just gave the ball to Parramatta. First tackle ever the Eels. They're 28 metres out of the line. Don't tell him to calm down, Lucas. He's on to something here. Jerome says yes. He's on to something. Titans going to win the comp. Thanks for coming. It's just obvious. Moses now, still going. He's at the 22nd tackle. Here's Parramatta's chance to get into the game thanks to a nice little gift from the Instagram blocker. So going to go right-hand side here. Hodgson off to Junior Bolo. Gets it off to Matt Dory. And it'll be 11 metres out from the line. Just his Instagram blocker the pass of the season. It was a fantastic pass there. Didn't go to his own team, but it went to somebody. It went to the hands. Left-hand side, Dylan Brown. Gutho. Simo! Oh, gee, thanks. They're silly for going on third tackle out to the wing, but good defense there from Manly. Justin Sutter says, I bring in Mount Franklin water bottles and Allianz all the time. Well, there you go. I might be all over the shop then. Malcolm says, Titans Storm and Warriors Cowboys. I'm happy with that matchup. Yeah, we won't be streaming those two games because obviously I'll be at the Titans Storm game and so will Antonio. As he'll be doing the mascot. Dr. Munch says, yeah, Titans can definitely win the premiership this year. Listen, you guys are all over the shop, but I love the belief. I love the belief, man. I love it. Instagram blog was just like, here you go. He just gave it to him, man. He said, you know what? You've had a tough slog here. Here you go. Jerome says, you look at most teams from a basic standpoint and they seem to be slipping with lost players and sorts of issues, but Titans solid this year. Good run by Croker to the 43rd tackle. This week, Titans have no Bo Firma. They have no Jojo Fafita. They have... Oh, knock on. That's a knock on. They're Manly allowing Eels back in this game. So no Bo Firma, no Jojo Fafita, no Sam Verrills, no Jamin Jolliffe, no Sammy McIntyre. But overall, the team is still fine. But yes, we do have to put Chris Randall into the 9, who we picked up from the Knights. This is why we got rid of Greg Marcy, who can't even get a crack at the Knights, mind you. And then we've also got... Who comes in? Oh, that's right. Brian Kelly's back from suspension. He'll go to the centre, Philip Sammy to the wing, which might shore up that defensive side there a little bit better from last week. And Joey Stimson is obviously in the back row, but we've brought in Isaac Fasul Malawi and also Joe Vuna onto the bench. So first tackle now, left-hand side, Gina Bolo gets the ball to 25. I love your belief, though, I do. Love your belief. Also, Parramatta have a tough draw after this. If they lose tonight, they're in trouble. Well, they'd be 0-3, and they have Panthers and Roosters off a bye straight after, so you definitely assume as much. Third tackle now for the Eels. I did tell you guys that if the Eels lose this game, I'm not tipping them again. So, Regan Campbell-Gillard, 4th tackle, 13 metres out from the line. Melbourne just Titans will beat Storm easy. And that's a smart man for a West Ham fan. Right-hand side now, Moses. Gutho, knock on, Manly. Knock on from Garrick. So 6 again for Parramatta. It's going to be Bailey Simonson who gets his ball to about 20 metres out here from the line, maybe 18. Jesse said, I think a lot of teams look like they could win. Seems like a competitive year. It's good news for fans at the very least. It is. It's the smallest margin year so far, 8.5. 8.5. So first tackle now, right-hand side, Hodgson gives out the back there, Dylan Brown to Moses. That was a poor pass from Brown. And then Dory's going to get crunched there because Moses just gave him a terrible, terrible pass. Second tackle now, 10 metres out. Eels, like you're being gifted opportunities here from Manly. You have to do something right now. Terrible pass there, but Regan Campbell-Gillard might still score. No, we got away from a tackle, but he's taking down 3 metres out from the line. Third tackle. 15 minutes to go here, first half. They kick it through. Parramatta fans. Hodgson? Parramatta fans? I just don't even know how I don't know how to explain this human being. I don't know how to do it. So it's going to be a 7 tackle set here for Manly because Hodgson kicked the ball out dead. This bloke is something else. Captain Snoozy says Parramatta just feels sloppy when they play. They need more strictness. Man, the first 3 rounds here has been 2017 Eels. Truly, like 2017, 2016 kind of Eels team. That's what vibes I'm getting from this Parramatta team right this second. Justin Summers says, dumb question. If you decide to kick it early in the tackle count, does that count as a completed set? I would say so, because you chose to. And unless I'm wrong, I would say so. Schuster gets that ball, short ball. 4th tackle now for Manly. They're 30 minutes out from the line. 15 minutes to go here of the first half. They go left-hand side, Croker to Schuster. Schuster, Brad Parker. Brad Parker in his 100th. No, gets taken down at the 10. 5th tackle in. Manly just rolled through this set. Oh my God. Tom Trbojevic! Try time, Tommy T! Parramatta, what's the matter? My God, you guys look terrible. Holy shit. So Tom Trbojevic, did you see that defense just then? That was horrific. Look at this. Look at the gap. Look at the gap between Polo and Hodgson. Well done. Again, Hodgson. It's Hodgson's fault. It's Hodgson's fault again. Parramatta fans, you can't tell me this guy's been good for you. It's Hodgson's fault again. He is dreadful, man. He is a dreadful player here at Para. Truly, what is he doing at Parramatta? Hodgson has not come back well from this injury. And I would be fuming if I'm a Parramatta fan. I don't know how they back him in. I don't know how they back this guy in, eh? Truly. Imagine having Eels in the sweepstakes and thinking they might have a chance this year. Could never be me. Oh, jeez. Now, I've been known before to look at games like this and see a team get flogged and still say they'll do well and then obviously make it late into the year. But I just don't think... I think this team is about to go into a full-blown goddamn rebuild. I couldn't believe they re-signed Brad Arthur this week because I think he's absolutely majorly part of the problem. I still think he's one of the better coaches, but I think his time is done at the Eels. So, yeah, look, Good luck to you, Parramatta fans, but there's a long way to go in this game. It's 14-0 to Manly with 13 minutes to go here the first half, but God, you look dreadful, eh? You look dreadful. Is this the Eels or the Tigers? I think Eels go last after this, don't they? Jay says, did you see the Luke Brooks interview with the angry fan? You should stick with the team and stay with the team. No, that was John Bernard. That was my boy Johnny Bernard there, man. He wasn't actually on the phone with him. It's a great video, it is. 3 guys had a goal at him and he still got around them. But if you look at the gap in the defense, that try was always going to happen. I thought Josh Schuster could have scored that try when he ran that ball. Eels came into this game cocky. I don't believe so. I think most Eels fans came into this game nervous, and rightfully so. And guess what? Next week you've got the Panthers, and next week you've got the Roosters. There is a long way to go in this game, but my God, you've got work to do, baby. You got goddamn work to do. 0-5 is now a high chance of squeals. I'm not tipping them again. Oh, penalty Manly. This is something else. Tigers and Parrot could be 0-5 when they verse on Easter Monday. Chance. Tigers beat the Eels last Easter Monday, so could it be 0-6? Tamo Riddell's multi is looking poop so far. Well, most multis aren't doing well this season because there's just so many rando games that are happening. Oh, Homoli Olakawato, 4 pass there for Manly. Again, Manly have given opportunities to the Eels, but the Eels aren't doing shit with it. Para winning the spoon will be the best thing ever. Could you imagine them winning their 14th or 15th spoon? That'd be just outrageous. Especially all the shit I've been receiving off Parramatta fans in recent years. Something else. X-Factor says, 1 try to tick off, 4 more to go. Citizen of Racers kick out could be best signing. Told you Turbo doing Turbo things. Told you. Told you Turbo doing Turbo things, as if like anyone didn't think. There's a reason why I brought Turbo into my team. Come on, guys. Like that notion of I told you Turbo doing Turbo things, as if like you're the only one who thought Turbo was going to have a big game here today. There's a reason why I brought him into my Supercoach team, and there's a reason why everyone's talking about Turbo. Like, told you. Do you get why that's the way people do that is so stupid? Because they're trying to get like an ego boost over you by saying told ya. But it's like, every man and his dog knew this is what... Oh, Guffo! Every man and his dog knew this is possible from Tom Trebojevic. You know, that's why we brought him into the Supercoach teams. Right-hand side here. Truly. Third, 4th take... Oh, no. Is that a Hodgson knock-on? Oh, no. Oh, no. 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 No, 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 no. 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 That's my thoughts on Josh Hodgson. Gartho Dowd says, as an ex-Panther fan, I'm enjoying seeing the Eels implode. As an ex-Panthers fan? What do you mean? Wait, what? Wait, sorry. No. Let's go back here for a second. Let's go back here for a second. What do you mean ex-Panther fan? And why you called them Panther? So you're insulting. Garth's all over the shop, lads. Malcolm says, it's not over, but poor stuff for last year's champions. Last year's champions, eh? Champions of what? Well, I guess they were champions of finishing first in a long line of losers. But you're right. You're right in that sense. If he really backed Turbo this week, he would have put the captain straight on him like I did. Me? No, I got my boy David Fafita, mate. I'm backing in David Fafita. Leo Francis Royker says, Howard Hodgson still playing first grade? It's a great question, mate. He's offside, man. Arguably, Blake's offside there when he made that tackle. They're saying play on. Arguably, he was offside there when he made that tackle. Unless they're saying... Oh, well, they're saying it wasn't played at, so I guess that means... But he's still offside. It's an accidental offside there. How's it not a penalty to Manly? I'm not sure. Lucas says that wasn't Hodgson. It was. It was. Eugene Crab says Hodgson's been poor this game. This game? This game? Roos fan says Hodgson is from England, Tamaridel. Yes, Hodgson is English. Right-hand side here. Moses just got absolutely annihilated there by Kelmut Tuolungi. Oh my god. Eels are having a shambolic game at the moment. Fit tackle for Regan Campbell-Gillard. He'll get taken down 25 metres out from the line. TJ Tower says, okay, Hodgson was good at Canberra, but at Parramatta, I don't know what's going on there. I think he was. Gutho! That's a great individual try there from Gutho. That is a fantastic individual try there from Gutho, and that came out of nowhere, eh? That came out of nowhere, that try. Well done, Gutho. You can criticise him, but that is a Gutho show and go. Exactly right, Jai. Look at this, beautiful. Go down short side there. Dylan Brown, really quick pass to Gutho. Gutho breaks through the line. Don't know what Tui Pelotu was doing, but an easy try there, really, for Gutho. He did have work to do, but it's just footwork. It wasn't. He didn't get touched the entire time. Doesn't get touched here the entire time. Just dummies it, and then just goes through. Doesn't get touched at any time. That's really nice there from the Queen. Really nice. Brendan says, they only just hit me. Warrior Hargraves and Rads back for the Chooks. The bane of my existence. Ref Sutton officiating our game tomorrow. Oh my god. Oh my god, a Roosters fan complaining about referees. Oh god, you Roosters fans are something, eh? You got no salary cap. You've been in the top four. I'm not even going to go down that path, but come on, let's not be silly. Jeez, you like to complain about refs a lot, Brandon. We get people complaining about refs, but every comment you make is about referees, and it's like, you're a Roosters fan, man. You haven't had, you won a grand final when the NRL had to apologise for giving you calls over Manly. Right? The NRL apologised for it. And Roosters fans, something else, eh? You're something else. So it's going to be 14-6 here with 6.5 minutes to go here the game. For the first half. Sorry, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, Andy. It just baffles me. It's like, I know that I would say the Warriors cop unfair calls. I'd say that the Cowboys have for sure over time. I will guarantee you that we do, but that's because we're just not a part of the agenda. Teams that are not a part of the agenda will always cop it, right? The Roosters, to be complaining about referee calls on a consistent basis comparatively, is astounding. It's astounding. Guy Something Mouse says, no. Commentators called him king by accident. Oh, they did. That's silly. So Manly here, it'll be 14-6, but Eels do score right before half time. If they can score again, that'd be interesting. It's very humid there. Manly could get tired quick. So could the Eels. They're the ones defending most of the time. Dr. Munchie says, yes, Gutho, the Eels aren't a good player. So Bryce Cartwright gets his ball out to the 20. Giles is that's right. Oh, penalty Parramatta. But I have told you guys this whole game. Manly have been gifting opportunities for Parramatta. If Parramatta take these opportunities, they could still win this game. If they take these opportunities that Manly keep giving them in regards to ill discipline, they can still win this game. I've been saying this the entire game. But the first two penalties and 6 against and whatnot were outrageous. Yes, good offload there in regards to mistakes from Parramatta. So it's going to be first tackle here, Eels. Here we go. 33 metres out here. Can they get some going? Moses now off to, I think, Murchie. And he'll be 23 metres out from the line. Here we go. Second tackle now for the Eels. Hodgson gives it off to Brown. Brown here. Crunch down 13 metres out. Oh, he's been held. He's got to get back. He's still holding him, but whatever. Second tackle here, 13 metres out. Hodgson goes right hand side to Murchie. Good run there by Murchie, though. They'll be 5 metres out on the line. He's a good old opportunity here. Good old opportunity. Hodgson out to back to Moses. Moses here. Short. Bam! Johnson! Matt Dory. Eels are back in it. I told you. They were giving them opportunities all first half, and the Eels weren't taking it. Now, they've been giving the opportunities, the same opportunities they were getting given at the beginning of the game, and they've finally taken the opportunities here, Parramatta. They've finally taken them. 14-10 when the kick comes back, 14-12, 5 minutes to go here first half. You get given the opportunities, if you keep providing teams with the ability to score, they're going to score. And that's what Manly have been doing. They have been ill-disciplined in this game, and they've been providing the Eels a way up the field. But because they've got a Muppet in their team directing play from the 9, this entire time they've been making mistakes. Now, when you cut the errors out of the game, they're actually scoring the tries at the back end of the set. So, you can thank Manly for that one, Eels, because realistically, you're back in this game because Manly have been literally gifting you field position. They've been gifting it to you, but you're finally actually taking advantage of it. Blitzy said they apologised for 2019 as well. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Blitzy, that's another good one. They did apologise for 2019 as well. They did. 2018 was fair enough. 2019 was an apology for sure, and then 2013 was a dead set apology. T-Sam says, what happened to Jared Croker? Where is he nowadays? He's available, but he's just not good enough. You know what I'm saying? He's just not. Jesse Hansen, the big fella with the $10 donation. Appreciate you, man. Says, hey, Blaze, I saw that Tino's younger brother, Isaac, was then in for the Titans this week or something. Do you know much about him? I hope he's not as good as Tino and New South Wales are more screwed. I'm not going to comment on, I'm not going to comment on him being better or not. Oh my God, he missed the kick. He missed the kick, so it's 14-10. That was not a hard kick. Probably takes away momentum. But Isaac's a good player. I think he's still green, though. I think he's too fresh, but we are depleted in our forwards, man. So we had to bring him in. Sammy Mack injured, Bobby Firma injured. You know, these guys are all down right now. So, Sammy Verrills and whatnot. Overall, man, it's a tough predicament, but yes. I back him in, man. Be good to see him play. But I do think he's a bit fresh too. I think it's too soon, but I'm looking forward to seeing him play. Who just scored? Eugene Krabs' Hodgson redemption arc. Why is these two tries on Hodgson? Appreciate the $10 donation, Jesse. TJ Tower says, see what happens when Hodgson just does his job, it looks better. Yeah, exactly right. He's just doing his job. I wouldn't say he did anything spectacular. I think Mitchell Moses got the assist, and for the Gutho try, it was a Dylan Brown assist. But Hodgson obviously got the ball too. Moses, Eels here have got some great momentum. 40 minutes out even on their own line. Third tackle now. Moses with the ball goes left-hand side to Bailey Simonson, who will now get this ball at the attacking half. It'll be 48 minutes out on the line. Fourth tackle. I can't believe he missed that kick, eh? I cannot believe it. Gutho gives it off to Brown. Brown here himself. Fifth tackle now. And they'll be 33 metres out here from the line. Fifth tackle. What are the Eels going to do? They'll probably get another set here. They've got some great momentum if they can capitalise. If they can lead at half-time, that would be mental considering. That's going to be good tape by Tommy T. Good tape. Get why something now says Broncos, Panthers, Roosters, Storm can't complain at refs. I would agree. Salvage Fanboy says Titans need Kevin Proctor back. Okay, mate. Dan says Jesse, you were spamming the same shit. Oh, well, fair enough. So Manly now with the ball. It'll be third tackle. Jeez. Parramatta have turned it up a little bit here. They've turned it up. Manly just kept gifting away possession, and since then, Parramatta have started to, get the heater turned on, baby. They went to the oven. They went, whoopah, turn on. Really hot. It's gotten hot. Fifth tackle, and Parramatta have kept Manly in 35 metres of their own side of the field. So right-hand side here gives it off to Trebojevic, and that's going to, sorry, not Trebojevic, Sherry Evans, and that kick was charged down, but it does go back to Bailey Simonson here at the 30. Eels are getting a lot of luck right now as well. Like, the ball is bouncing their favour. But it says, you guys know the Vegemite and cheese sandwich. What about the Vegemite and cheese toast? That's a banger. Thank you for that really intellectual comment. We love that. We love that comment. Appreciate you, man. So Eels now left-hand side. Bryce Cartwright with a really silly play, but he gets the off-lead away to Gutho. And Gutho will get this ball to the halfway. Oh, no, it's knock on. It's knock on. It's knock on. It's knock on. Sorry? Referee, that was a knock on against Gutho. Oh, Moses taking out the 40. You're exactly right, Brighton. How was that not a knock on? It was very clear. I don't even know why Manly players weren't complaining just then. If they score a try here, this is unfair on Manly. If they score a try here, and they might. Oh my God. Oh, Trebojevic is lucky. They're lucky that Trebojevic was there for that. One, he gets the offload away to Tuipulotu, and we're taking down to 20. So they get that ball, 15 metres out. 34 seconds to go the first half. Who are you more happy to be at this point in the game? I don't know. Eels with the momentum, Manly obviously with the lead. I don't know who you'd be more happy to be. I'm not sure. So 21 seconds to go your first half. And, oh my God, it's not going to the full. It's not going to go out, is it? Oh no, it did. So, sorry, they're not the Titans. Is Hopgood playing well? He hasn't been anything spectacular. I don't think he's really done a great deal. Oh, Cherry Evans, 2-point field goal! Oh, he's just missed it. That wasn't bad, though. That was not a bad shot. That was not a bad shot at all. But there we go, guys. Half time here. 14-10 to Manly. And I don't know who would be looking the better right now going to halftime and who'd be feeling the better because Parramatta had the momentum. They really charged home strong. Obviously, Manly were up 14-0. Parramatta came rampaging through it. after Manly just kept gifting possession, kept gifting turnovers. And then, yeah, Parramatta were able to put the points on the board and come back into it. They missed that kick, which I did say probably loses them a bit of momentum there, and it kind of did. But overall, yeah, I would nearly rather be in the Eels camp right now. I would nearly be, because you got dominated for 30 minutes then, and then just found a way to turn on that last 10 minutes. So, I don't know. That's going to be a good game for the second half. And it's just proving the season is so close yet again. Although you can be really bad at moments, there's still a way back into the game, and that's just proving that with how the Eels have turned this one around. But guys, hit that thumbs up button. It's free. You may as well hit that big old thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Get around here. AJ Ellis, he's still going as a member. What a man. What a man. Get around here, bro. I appreciate that. Jai says, is Hopgood playing well? Let's have a look at the Supercoach scores. Let's go have a look at the Supercoach scores. Refresh. I don't think he's going to be having a great score right now. I don't think he's done anything spectacular. I don't think he has. Nate has got to love Jakey T. Jason Dearest, I took Eels to win 22-20. I went 24-20. Yeah, Hopgood's only on 18. If you captained him, God help your soul right now. If you captained Trbojevic, you'd be happy. He's on 67 as we currently speak. If you captain Trbojevic, you'd be very happy with the 67 at half-time. You've got to hope Manly keep the advantage with the ball, though. Bryce Cartwright on 30. He's going to go up some pretty decent coin. I love the old coin there. And Hopgood on 18 with a break-in of minus 139. But if you captained him, if you've got Hopgood in your team, don't stress, because literally every man and his dog has captained in this week, right? So if you don't have Hopgood, you're silly in the first place. So don't stress if Hopgood gets a shit score, because everyone's going to get a shit score with him. You actually would nearly prefer Hopgood to get a shit score, because everyone's got him, and because you don't have him as captain, you'll be fine, right? You actually would prefer to have him score a 40, a 40 or even a 50. You know what I'm saying? Because that would benefit everybody who didn't obviously captain him. Someone says, depressing, we're only going into halftime at 4 points after walking over them for 35 minutes. You're absolutely right. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who I would say is the current, who would be feeling the better as we currently speak. Jay says, anyone keen to see Usman versus Leon on Sunday? I think Usman wins. I know what happened last time, but I think Usman wins. Mevita says that the Carlton-Richmond match is very low scoring. They're in the third quarter now. Oh, yeah, true. I forgot that game was on. Eh? AFL 22-30. I think Carlton win, though, to be fair. I do. Get around you, Jesse Hampson. Appreciate you, dude. Get around you for joining up as a member. I think you've been a member before, though, but I appreciate you for joining back up. Yeah, Carl. Wow, third quarter, 30-20. Is it raining in Melbourne? What's the Melbourne weather like? My Cats play the Collingwood, the Pies tomorrow. I will be streaming Roosters Rabbitohs, obviously, but I will be, on a side note, checking on the Cat score. It's actually fine right now. It's not even raining. It's not even raining. Oh, fair enough. Well, that's just a shit start, really. But I guess it's still low scoring for both teams. Hopgood got taken off at like 25 minutes in. Did he really, Blake? Did he get injured? That's mad if he did. Manice says, how do you join the BKRmy? There is a button where you can click. It's join. It's only $5. It supports the content. Obviously, I'm traveling quite a lot. I travel every single week, except for this week, because I get to go to the home game. But when we have an away game, like next week against the Cowboys, I travel to the North Queensland there. It's only $5, supports the content, and you obviously get your name in. You've got different membership tiers in regards to how long you've been around. But I do have some big news in regards to being an ambassador for a company this week, which I'll be talking to you guys about in the vlog. So you want to be looking at that one. I might even put it on tomorrow's streams. As well. So yeah, Roosters Rabbitoh stream. I will tell you guys the big news in regards to this channel. Did the Flesh and Hindy promo just say the Dragons and Dolphins are heavyweights? Yeah, they've got to be taken, it appears. Jesse says, I have been a member for... Good join, exactly right. Nate Chase says, Melbourne 4 seasons a day. I swear everyone says this about everywhere, though. Like, Melbourne's 4 seasons a day... I think probably Queensland is the least for that. Because Sydney is pretty bad for it, too. Richmond lose, Australia win. Exactly right, Daz, mate. Exactly right. But he says those rematches are very stereotypes for the champs who still find a way to win, but those guys at that level break that stereotype and take it back. Nunes versus Pena. Jason Deerham says Melbourne Storm might lose again. They will lose again. Jason, don't be silly. Don't be a silly man. Don't be a silly man, Jason. Titans will. They will be the victory. They will be the victory of the Titans versus Storm game. They will have the victory. CDO Studios, I believe the Eels do have a chance. I tipped the Eels before the game. I'm happy that they've come back into it. But They've also only come back in this game because Manly have given them the opportunity. Imam says, oof, close game. Yes. Can I say that Imam says, I'm 1 month away from captain. Here he goes. He's on his way. AJ says, can't make the game on Saturday, unfortunately, but we'll be at the round 6 game. Have to ref footy, unfortunately. Not good enough, AJ. Not good enough. Daniel Lane says, I have backed Eels to win this one, but it's a close one. Yeah, it seems like a lot of the people who backed the Eels are coming back out of the woodwork. Obviously, I backed the Eels, but I can't hide, right? I'm not able to possibly hide. But it does seem like the people who did back the Eels were very quiet at the beginning part of this game, the first 3 minutes. Now, there's a lot more people happy to say that they backed in the Eels. But it says, Coke, barbecue, wicked wings. Yuck, man. What's going on here? What? Sorry? Hello? What are you doing? What's this? I don't even know what you're talking about. Shay says, Hopgood sucks today. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't captain him, man. I really am. But apparently he got taken off. Let's go have a look at the old Twitter and see what people are saying. Let's go have a look at the old Twitter, Bruno. Guys, obviously hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. We are on half time right now. Hopgood. Let's go Hopgood there. And that's why I never captained anyone on a Thursday. Could ruin the whole weekend. Hopgood bench could mean sub 50 score now. Yep. Can't believe I captained Hopgood over Dory. Well, you were never going to captain Dory. Shut up. I've captained Turbo and VC'd Hopgood, but that makes no sense. That doesn't make any sense for somebody to captain Turbo and VC Hopgood. What is the benefit? What is the benefit there? Like, you can't loop. That doesn't make any sense. Like, at all. Main reason I think is the heat. It's very hot in Sydney, even at 8:30. That's why I was never tempted to see or VC Hopgood. What a silly comment. Not Jermaine Hopgood, but Tom Dwervich's on 67 right now. Like, what? Settle down. EQs Manly smashed them, but Parra kept on going and came back. Disagree. I completely disagree with how that's been taken. I think that if you look at that first half, I'll agree with the Manly smashed them part, but it's not that the Eels kept on going. I disagree with that one. I think that Manly provided every single possibility for the Eels to get the try-scoring opportunities based on the fact that they kept making errors in their own half. If they don't make those errors, Manly go on to win this game 30-40 points to 6-0. Truly, Manly were well and truly on top of this game. But because they kept knocking the ball on, like Instagram blocker Josh Allier throwing the ball to I think it was Gutho or Mose, I'm not sure, was just the most ridiculous thing I've seen. And then you've got the knock-ons from Manly. There's been many mistakes from Manly that have allowed the Eels back into the game. I disagree that it's the Eels who have got themselves back into it. Jesse says, that guy on your Instagram was hilarious. I hope you cleaned him out of his life savings. Jesse, don't worry, bro. He was here before. Don't worry. When the Titans win on Saturday, my Instagram stories are going to be lit. My Instagram stories are going to be lit, baby. David Garner says, I hope the Penrith Panthers smash the Parramatta Eels next Thursday night. Daniel Lane says, I don't mind who wins, to be fair. Just happy to watch the channel and great content. No, I appreciate you, Daniel. Yeah, I appreciate it. No, I'm not shitting on you, by the way. I wasn't shitting on you. Jesse says, what is a win for captain in fantasy? What do you mean? I don't know what that means. Richmond now lead, AJ says, well, they were down by 8 last time I saw, so damn it. Jesse says, Manly did make a lot of errors, which helped the Eels get back into the game, albeit Eels didn't take advantage of all those. Yeah, the Eels were given a lot of errors early on, but they did nothing with it early on. They did nothing with it. Everyone is saying Immortal this and Lockyer that, but no one's saying Hopgood this and Hopgood that. Don't think they're saying that now. Hopgood off after 29 minutes. Everyone who slapped the C on him currently falling into deep depression. VC Hopgood captain Teddy. Yeah, exactly right. That's what most people saying would have done. Like, I captained David Feeder. I could still put it to Teddy if I wanted to. Most people captained... I'm spewing that I didn't do the VC on Dwervich like I was considering. But in the same sense, I'm okay. I've got captain Dave for Feeder. Hopgood down track for a 50 score. That sucks, bro. That sucks for people who's captained him. Because if you didn't captain him, you've got nothing to worry about. Like, no stresses whatsoever. Blitz says, how good is Timmy Zoo, by the way? Timmy Zoo's pretty Timmy Zooey. Get my somebody else says, BKR best commentator in the world. Appreciate you, bro. Eugene Crab says, Hopgood will get 50 unicorn points this half. As a person who didn't captain Hopgood, I want him to not come on for the rest of the game. And I've got him on my team, but everyone does. Where do your Gold Coast Titans play? At home. Dr. Munchie says, who do you want to win next Thursday? Panthers or Eagles? I could not give a slightest of shits. I could not give the slightest of shits who wins that game. There's no who do you want to win. Like, for you guys, it's different, right? For me, I create content for every single team and every single game, right? So, for me, it's a lot more difficult. It's like the commentary, right? The commentators. This is why I don't hate the club of the Brisbane Broncos. I don't. I actually have respect for the club. I think that there is a lot of shady bullshit they do. But, as a whole, I don't disrespect the Broncos as a club. But the fans are pieces of shit most of the time. My dislike for clubs comes through the fans because obviously I have to deal with them at games. But yeah, it's not... The more you create content and the more you're in this industry, the harder it is to actually kind of have those kind of emotions, right? At games, it's different. Like when I'm watching the Titans Broncos, yeah, I'll hate them, right? I don't hate other clubs during the game, but that one I will really get up for. But then again, that's because of the fans. It is. What's this loop you're talking about? Google it, bro. Nate J says, I reckon Tim makes mincemeat out of Charlotte if he doesn't break his hand again. I would love to see it, bro. I really would. I would love to see him get that dub, but it's a hard matchup for him. Very hard matchup for him. But I would love to see it. I'm going to back him in. Bliss says, I hope they both lose because I do believe he can win. I hope they both lose. I wish they got no points if they draw. There's a draw's possibility, but I do think the Panthers will win that game. I do. I believe the Panthers will win that game. Jeez, I tell you what, it's hot in Queensland right now. It's hot everywhere. Yeah, exactly right, Jay. Exactly right. Don't encourage it. So 14-10 here at halftime. So I've only got those two guys, right? And Supercoach Shakai Mitchell for 31 tomorrow night. Who do I have playing tomorrow night? Tomorrow night I have... So it's Knights. Who's the games tomorrow? Knights versus the Dolphins and the Roosters Rabbitohs. So tomorrow I have Shakai Mitchell on my bench playing. I've got Cameron Murray playing. We've got Lachlan Ilias playing in my team. Isaiah Katoa in the early game. Joe Suwali'i. I think he'll have a big game, to be completely honest with you. Joe Suwali'i, James Tedesco. I've got a lot of players playing tomorrow, actually. Hamisi Tabuai-Fidow. I've got a lot of players playing. But it says, I used to be skeptical on the Sweats to fight, but Tim would kill him however he wants. Yeah, I believe I back Timmy in, but in the same sense, like it's a difficult fight, lads. Like I wouldn't be going into that one completely and utterly 100% confident, but I back in Timmy for sure. Wood says Golden Point game coming up. I like it. I do. I like that possibility because it does prove how close this season is, and I feel like based on this game so far, Manly deserve to be leading by more. But the mistakes in them and the ill discipline in them is what's hurting them a lot. It's what's hurting them. It's hurting them a lot there. So Eels coming out here for the second half. Here we go, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Hit the big old red subscribe button. Super close to 22,000. Super close to the old 22k. So let's do it. I reckon we'll get there by this weekend. I reckon we will. We'll be pretty close either way. I reckon tomorrow night's stream will be pretty big. That Roosters Rabbitohs game. And I reckon Broncos Dragons as well will be decent sized stream on Saturday night. Especially considering I won't have streamed the first two games. 30 points in the second half, exactly calling it. Okay, mate. Nathan Johnson says, favourite NRL stadium you've been to? I get this quite a bit, but my favourite... Well, I'm going to say Seabus, right? But outside of Seabus, favourite stadium I've been to is different to my favourite stadium. I would say in NRL, which is what you asked. I started thinking about baseball stadiums, but in NRL, I would say... I'd say Wollongong, based on my favourite stadium that is beautiful for aesthetic speaking, but the best atmosphere stadium would be Suncorp for an Origin game. Most underrated stadium, I'll guarantee you, is Seabus. I guarantee it. If you've been there, you know. Yeah, I like Wollongong for its aesthetics. It reminds me a lot of San Francisco when I went to San Francisco for the baseball. I was in Chicago for a few months, about 3 months there, and then we flew across to San Francisco on the way home, and I went to a Giants versus Diamondbacks game. Giants lost that game. I was so sick that day. Holy shit, I was really, really sick. But it was a great time. It's a fantastic stadium there. Oracle Park. Now, just rather a toothache over Luai. Citizens Race says, got a feeling Dolphins will dip, but sneak in top 8, just a feeling? No. Jesse says, pretty sure you called 24-20 for this game. You said 44-point game. That looks very possible. Yeah, I called 24-20 to Parramatta. I would have to rely... Oh, huge hit to start off with. But I would say that Manly only scoring 1 try might be unrealistic. I think it could actually be a similar scoreline to last week's game with Parramatta and the Sharks. That is 26. And Parramatta are back to being Parramatta. Welcome back, Parramatta, to the knock-on show today. You're a Muppet, Parramatta, doing things the Tottenham way. First tackle in the Manly right-hand side. They're going to score here, aren't they? Tuipulotu, 5 minutes out of the line. Second tackle. This is Shark Park. I love Shark Park on a Saturday night, but it's not comparable to other stadiums. Go watch something else. What's the dream stadium to go to? Mine's Etihad. Fenway Park's up there, but I'll take Etihad for sure, yeah. Third tackle here, 13 metres out of the line. Go left-hand side now. Chance here. Man, Tommy Trbojevic! Try time! Oh no, there might be an obstruction. Oh no, they're going to check this. So Tommy Trbojevic might have a second try here, but they're going to check this here. Yeah, I think this is going to be a no try for an obstruction. Mudge, the Shark Park atmosphere is great, but the ground itself is nothing special. You're absolutely right there, Mudge. Saturday night, specifically, I wouldn't say atmosphere on a Friday, Thursday, Sunday is anything spectacular, but a Saturday night, Shark Park has always been just such a difficult match to go to, but amazing for atmosphere. Yeah, it's an obstruction, bro. It's an obstruction. Brad Parker's not having a great game for his 100th, but that will be a no try there for Manly, and that will hurt X Factor. Sometimes Brad Parker playing NFL linebacker, he's literally just gone and absolutely, clobbered him. What do you mean it might have been a factor? He's just absolutely taken out Mitchell Moses. I think Trbojevic scores regardless, but you can't just take out Mitchell Moses like that. You can't just take him out like that. Moses got ran over. ZQ says Moses got knocked out by Parker for no reason. That was just a silly play by Parker because they probably score regardless. Like, they probably do. So first tackle here for the Eels. They're 35 metres out from their own line. They give it up to Gina Bolo. Gets the ball to the 45. Can someone tell me if Hopgood's back on? Just for interest's sake. Second tackle, right-hand side. They give it off to Matt Dory. And that's a high tackle. Penalty Eels. This is what I'm talking about in regards to errors and ill discipline. This is what I'm talking about. So Kelma Tuilagi there gives away the penalty to the Eels. Sales Fanboy says, thoughts on Jamal Williams leaving the Lions of the Saints. Bro, not the time, eh? Jesse says, I'm not even talking shit, I'm just saying, not the time. We're in the middle of a Manly Eels game. Jesse says, you got to shout Moses Dinner first before taking him out like that. Exactly right. And the guy's on, Kelma Tuilagi's on report as well. He's not, Mudge says. He must be injured or something then. Ouch if you captained him, eh? Big ouch. Big ouch. Nathaniel Kopp says 21-20 Manly wins. I think there's more points in this half than that for Manly. I still think they've got more in them, but the ill discipline and the errors are hurting them greatly. So first tackle here for the Eels. They go left-hand side of Mitchell Moses to Junior Bolo. Bolo off to Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown on the left-hand side of Wonga Blake. Wonga Blake's still going here. Off to Junior Bolo. Back to Gutho. Gutho's 15 minutes out. He steps around. Gutho's having a decent game. Second tackle here. Jai says Dory seems to be involved a lot more tonight. Yeah, for sure. Hodgson, right-hand side. Moses off to Makahesi Makotoa. Every time I say his name, I just want to dance. Makahesi Makotoa. Great name. Left-hand side now. Mitchell Moses. Dylan Brown passes it. Wow, that pass was weird. I thought it was going out the back. I only said fought. I've never had that problem. Right-hand side. Hodgson to Junior Paulo. Oh, jeez. Makahesi Makotoa. 3 minutes after the line. Left-hand side, Hodgson off to Dylan Brown. Fifth tackle here. Gutho's being crunched. No, he's still going here. Gutho drives over the Eels. They're going to take the lead 16-10, 16-14. Oh boy, Manly. Manly. Too many errors have killed ya. Too many errors have killed ya. Too many errors. And ill discipline and the lack of defense on that play. That was terrible. Citizens of the races, do you think Manly undercooked with the bye and ill discipline combined? I don't think it's undercooked. I think it's just ill discipline and making stupid mistakes. And Tolta Koala, that was terrible defense, but jeez, Manly, what a matter. What a matter here. Easy try there. It was actually an easy try. No way he's had an obstruction, Jesse. No way. No way. My father is squealing at the telly. Well, fair enough, man. Like, honestly, Parramatta fans, if you know a Manly fan, I would buy them a gift tomorrow. Like, buy them flowers. Because you have only gotten back into this game off the back of them being stupid and ill-disciplined. But it is only a 2-point game, remember that. It could have been a 4-point game if Moses had got that easy kick. But thank your Manly friends. Thank your Manly family members. Because you have been gifted this comeback. Like, truly, gifted. Harry Johnson's Parrot back, but no. Bassam Humsey says something to Eels. Oh, here comes all the Eels fans, hey? Like, where were you an hour ago? Where were you half an hour ago, 40 minutes ago? Tell me what else is. If Teddy gets injured before State of Origin, does King Gutho start or does Turbo slot in? Turbo for sure, if Teddy's injured. I appreciate you, Anthony Calapietro, for joining the BKRmy, bro. Appreciate that one, man. Sports the content. Legend, Anthony. But yeah, Turbo would slot in there. Or they might put Trell there. And no, I'd say that Turbo's the out-and-out fullback there comparatively. So I'd say, yeah, Tawovic would go fullback. But then again, that requires Papenhuyzen to be injured. But then again, I don't think Papenhuyzen will do it. Dylan Edwards is a shout too. They could put Dylan Edwards there and keep Trell and Turbo in the centres. Because you could bring Campbell Graham into the centres alongside Trell and then have Turbo as the fullback, which isn't a bad shout at all. Alright, so they kick this ball into the corner, and it's going to be Ruben Garrick who brings this ball out to the 15. Manly need to wake up here. Fran says, my girlfriend punching the air right now is a Manly fan. My dad's a Manly fan, and he's in Vietnam, so I think he owns his own bar there. I think he owns his own bar, so he'll be watching right now, and he'll not be happy. Oh, knock on Manly. This game, Manly. You have really allowed the Eels a freebie get-out-of-jail card. This is the epitome of a get-out-of-jail card that has been provided by Manly. Signed, sealed, delivered by Brad Parker, by all these Manly players who have knocked the ball on, who have given away penalties. And look at this again. Eels going to be 10 minutes out. They will score here. They will score. Eels score here. The momentum is with them because Manly have been absolutely outrageous since taking the lead. Outrageous. Jesse says, I think you nailed it with Dylan Edwards to keep Turbo and Trell. I didn't even think of Dylan A. Yeah, exactly right. Gutho here with the ball 10 minutes out. Gutho's been good here today. I will say that. Yeah, Gutherson's not an origin fullback, Greg, in my personal opinion. So Murchie now 5 minutes out from the line. Here we go. Second tackle. Reese. Oh, geez. They're trying to claim high tackle here. Get up, Murchie. Get up. Hodgson, short ball to Polo. And he'll be taken down. Third tackle, 3 minutes out from the line. I still think Trell's better centre than fullback. I agree, Daz. I agree. Right hand side. I'm still actually not 100% convinced with him at fullback, eh? Like, overall, I still believe, yeah, he's a better centre. Oh, my God, Hodgson. Left hand side of Moses. Moses stepping around. That was a really fun play, Moses. Don't ever do it again. Fit tackle now. 13 metres out of the line. Left-hand side, Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown here. Gutho. He just does something that was incredible. It's going to be obstruction. That was something by Parramatta. That was really something. Don't ever do it again. Where is it all gone wrong for Manly second half? It's not the second half, mate. Also, I've explained where it went wrong. Many time. Many time. Got that for a Hattie, no chances? Potentially. For sure. Eugene says Brad Parker looked like he's playing his 10th game rather than 100th. Well, Brad Parker's usually just a simple, reliable player. He's not an extravagant player by any means. You know, he's a decent player, but he's also just simply a do-the-job player, right? Lower end do the job, but does his job fine. Tonight, he's been at the bottom end of not that great. Jesse says, what's wrong with DC? I don't understand why everyone hates him. Well, then you're not old enough. If you don't understand why everyone hates Cherry Evans, you're not old enough. You're probably not old enough for these streams, Jesse, if you don't understand why everyone hates Daly Cherry Wanker. So, fourth tackle here, 33 metres out from the line. I respect him as a player, but I think he's a wanker of a bloke. 4 tackle here. 30 metres out of the line. It'll be 5th tackle now. 22 metres out from the line. They roll it back to Kroger, to Trebojevic to Turbo, Brad Parker here to Garrick, and he'll go over the sideline. No, he throws it back on the inside. Brad Parker to Schuster. Schuster gets off of Hodgson, off to Kepi to Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans puts it up there. Tuipulotu knock on. And Gutho will pick it up and he'll get to the 5. Yeah, just be a knock. Oh, they're saying knock on Eels first. No, knock on Manly first, yeah. Knock on Manly first. Hector, I disagree. I don't know who you're talking to. ZQ says, are you going to all Titans game in 2023? Yes. Will just says, Seabold is where they went wrong. Yep, that's a good call, Wildred. It's a very good call. Seabold is very much where they went wrong. Hector says, DCE taking all the salary cap. That's not why people hate him. They hate him because of the Titans. Oh, Hector said he's a poo player and I disagree. Appreciate Jesse for the $2 redo donation. I'm glad you donated to say that because I probably wouldn't have seen you say it. But I appreciate the $2 redo donation. Yeah, Cherry Evans is a great player. He is. He's won World Cups. Won World Cup. He's won. Moses could run. 3rd tackle. No, sorry, that's not even Moses. Somebody else. He's won World Cup. He's won multiple Origins. He's not a bad player, but he's a wanker. I appreciate that $2 redo donation. Michael Kelly says potential for high scoring. Yeah, I still think there's a couple more tries in it. I predicted 24-20 Eels before the game started. It's 16-14 right now. I think there's definitely a couple more tries in it. So, yeah, but the Eels could still win this game 13+ based on the way the momentum has completely switched since that first half. I would say, well, I did say over 42 points, which is what someone asked me. I think that's the over and under before the game started. So, yeah, I would still say so. By the way, guys, 30 minutes to go here of the game. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. I honestly think 24-20 could be nearly spot on at this point. Either way, whether it's Manly or Eels. Captain Snooty said he dogged the Gold Coast. Bingo. A certain Titans deal much says. Bingo. Oh, Cola! Cherry Evans! What's Trebojevic doing? How offside was he? What is he doing? What's he doing? Gets that ball offloaded there to Taniela Paseka. 4 tackle now for Manly, 20 metres out. Can they take back the lead here? They go left-hand side here. Off to Tom Trebojevic from Weeks. They get it off to Schuster. Schuster here to come with Tuilagi. And he offloads it. It's Schuster. I think that was first. Oh! Schuster! I tried Tommy Trebojevic! Manly back in the lead. Manly back in the lead. Baby Tommy Trebojevic with the double. Double redo. And Manly taking back the lead. Taking back the lead there. Manly. 18-16 with the kick coming. Trebojevic with the double. Trebojevic with the double. I wish I VC'd Trebojevic, man. I know I had him on my team as a reserve, but like I wish I VC'd Trebojevic. Also, really glad I brought him in this week. really glad, eh? He's going to have an unbelievable minus break even, eh? Schuster has been great. Yeah, Schuster's been good. I can't wait to make him my bitch when he comes to Seabus this year. Harry Johnson says Manly have woken up. I've heard this comment from multiple people about both these teams 3 times throughout this game. Manly woken up, and then Manly asleep. Parramatta, they woken up. Parramatta asleep. Manly woken up. Dear me. David says it's coming to Manly. They went dead. If that went dead from Schuster, my God. Well, I think it actually was 4th. I don't think he actually called that as a 6 again. I VC'd him already looping with Cleary. What's he on now? He'd be on like 90, wouldn't he? I said I'm spewing that I didn't put Turbo on my team. You didn't put Turbo on your team. He's only like 500k. He's around the same mark as... who did I have? Chancellor Clock. No, he was 200k above Chancellor Clockstar. But with 3 trades, you could have worked him in. But then again, you only looked at your Supercoach team 3 minutes before this game started, so it was a bit of a problem. So then we have a problem. You see the problem here? I look at here, I look at there. I look at there. I see the problem. Do you see the problem? So Garrick here, from about maybe 15 metres to the left-hand side. Garrick will miss it. Is there like wind at Manly tonight? How are these guys missing easy kicks? So it's only a 2-point game here. There's still 27 minutes to go. Captain Snooty says Manly have been somewhat on and off today. Both teams. Nate J says Turbo and Gutho for a double hattie would have paid plenty. Yeah. Margin says both teams officially awake. Oh, Parramatta might be better being Parramatta. We'll see. But that was nice work there from Tom Trbojevic. Should still be pretty annoyed that he couldn't get that try, though. He will be. Like, he was celebrating, obviously, the try for his team, but he'd be pretty unhappy that he didn't get that try, because he would have got there if Tom Trbojevic didn't. Greg Sillis has got to put him at the Eels. But again, guys, this season is so goddamn close. Have a look at it. Have a look at it. What a year. Just every game has got a bit of something about it. A little bit of an oomph about it. Every single game. Yeah, Turbo's on 90. What a call. What a call. I call there's 90. Second tackle here for Manly. 20 metres out from their own line. Oh, no, he's knocked it on, has he? Or is it a penalty? No? Kelvin Tuilongi's injured here. Jake Boyvich gets the ball at 25. Hector says Manly is struggling, to be honest. Okay, Hector. 1, you've got a Manly logo as your picture. And 2, Manly aren't struggling right this second. And 3, shush. So, Cherry Evans there with a huge kick. It's going to be a 40-20. Oh, ah! I think this is a no try. I honest to God hope that they've called this a try. Who was the player who knocked this ball back inside? Who was the player who knocked this ball back inside? Please, please, please tell me. I'm pretty certain that the Eels player touches this and it's a no try. Who's the player who knocks this back in? Is that what? No, that's Bailey Simonson, bro. I think Gutho gets this here. I don't know. This actually could be a try. This could be a try. We're just going to see if Gutho puts the ball down. But Bailey Simonson, holy shit. Has Gutho... this is hard. We're going to have to look at this. Manage my team, buddy. Well, it doesn't seem like it because it seems like you're kind of shit on him right now. So he kicks it through. I don't think Gutho touches that. I think this is a try. How do they not even look? Well, no, they call it try, and then if the bunker sees something wrong with it, they'll check it. Is it a no try, Jazz? I haven't confirmed it yet. I think they still might maybe look at a knock-on from Garrick, maybe? Because Parker definitely scores it, but it just comes down to if Garrick knocks it on or Gutho puts the ball down. We're still waiting. I think they've called this a try. They're still checking it. We haven't got confirmation yet. No, Gutho definitely touched it. Again, guys, Gutho definitely touched it, but it just comes down if he put it down or if Garrick knocks it on. Oh, they're going to check it here. No, try confirmed. Try confirmed. I think it's the right call. I don't think Gutho plants the ball down, and I don't think that Garrick knocks it on. So it is a try time confirmed there for Bradley Parker in his 100th game. He's had a terrible game so far, Parker, but he will get that try there. So if Garrick can kick this to make it 24-16, that'd be huge. To make an 8-point game. If he misses this, wow, we're game on. It still is game on, but... Nate chases Parra fans with the chat. There was a lot of Parra fans before. Not so much anymore. But then again, if Parra took the lead at any stage, the Manly fans disappeared too, so... Alright, so 22 metres out here from the line. They're about 30 or so metres out. Gary, can he get it? Can he get it? Can he get it? No, he's missed it. Oh my God. Garrick's having a shocker with the boot tonight. He's having a shocker. Jamie says, hi BK in chat. Sounds a bit sloppy, but I can't believe Parker has already played 100 games. Yeah. Bailey Simons was just gifted you a free try there, but then again, you gifted Parramatta many tries. The game is sloppy, but it's also enjoyable. It's not a bad sloppy game. It's an enjoyable sloppy game. Manly led 14-0. Parramatta came back to lead 16-14. Now it's 22-16. Manly missed their last 2 kicks. But then again, Mitchell Moses missed an easy kick as well. So it should be 26-18. But both Manly and Parramatta have missed pretty crucial kicks. But specifically Manly, because they've missed 2 of them. And it's only a 6-point game right now. Jesse says, in live play, it looked like a mess, but slowed down. Definitely don't agree with the call. I do agree with the call. I think that was the try. Also, let's go Para. I definitely agree with the call. Gutho didn't place the ball down, and also Garrick doesn't knock it on, and Parker clearly puts the ball over the line. So third tackle here, 40 metres out from the Manly, their own line. They go right-hand side. Yeah, this is... Yeah, he's kind of annoying. Dasmate says 142 people watching and only 58 likes. Hurry up and hit that like button. Exactly right, guys. Smack that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around to get around it. Oh, high tackle there. Do you take the 2 here, Manly? Do Manly take the 2? Parramatta back to being Parramatta. Do you take the 2 here? Do you take the 2? They're right in front, 40 metres out. They're not going to do it. They're going to go for the sideline. I would take the 2, but then again, Garrick has missed multiple, but they were from the sides of the field, not right in front. So they didn't take the 2 there. Jesse says, sorry, I do agree with the call. Why did I write don't? Probably because you're an Eels fan, you wouldn't have liked that call. But Taliola Paseka with the ball for Manly, 11 metres out in from the line. 23 minutes to go here of the game. It's a big set of 6 here for Parramatta. You don't want to be down by 2 tries again. You've already come back from 14-0 down to lead 16-14. Now you're down by only the 1 try. You don't want to be giving it another one up here. Oh, if there's a try here, please time out someone because that's just ruined it. Sherry Evans here, right-hand side, gives it off to Schuster. Schuster at the back to Trebojevic. Trebojevic here. That's it. Yeah, time to someone up, please. Bro, you ruined it. That's a try time there for Manly. And Tui Palotu will be the try scorer on the right-hand side. People don't learn, eh? Like, people don't learn. Oh, they're going to check this, actually. They're going to check this. No try. I believe he's initially held up. Sorry? I wasn't even looking at that. Apparently, he's held up originally here first. This is amazing from Gutho if he gets held up here. Oh, my God. It's up at this stage. No, it's a try. No, it's a try. This is a try. He doesn't lose the ball, does he? Does it ever come around from his arm? Oh! Oh, I don't know. That might be no try here. Yeah, lose the ball. I agree. Yeah, the first angle didn't show anything. That angle showed it was a knock on. Yeah, no, yeah, he lost no control. I'm not arguing with that. The first angle looked like it was a try. The second angle from that side-on view clearly showed it was a no try. Nathan Johnson says Hopkins back on. Yay. Well, you take whatever points you can get from him now. You'll take whatever points. But that's unlucky to have a Tuipulotu. Great work. But Gutho, if Eels win, Gutho's man of the match. If Manly win, Trebojevic is man of the match. It's just as simple as that. It really is. It's just as simple as that. Jack says, I'm a Roosters fan. I just don't like to talk about it. Sombrero comments into the chat. Salary comes Sombrero. There you go. We've got a real-life Roosters Muppet in the chat. We have plenty of those, don't worry, mate. So, you're just going to beg that no one donates right now, because then we'll have to do the dance for the salary cap Sombrero just for you. Third tackle now, 40 metres out of the line. Great save from Gutho. Yeah, Jai, could arguably have saved the game. If the Eels score here, it'd be massive. Left-hand side, Moses off to Gutho. Gutho at the back here to Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown's going to run himself here. Couldn't get the offload away to Wonga Blake, who was through if he got it away. Brittany answers, Penrith Panthers, you can do this. Yeah, Penrith Panthers aren't playing today. They're also not playing this week. So I don't know what you mean by they can do this, because they've not got anyone to play except for the bye. Fifth tackle now for the Eels. Hodgson off to Mitchell Moses. Moses to Gutho. Gutho here at the right-hand side. Penasini passed the ball. Fifth tackle. Pass the goddamn ball. Bro. Man, oh man. Pass the ball there on fifth tackle. This is the thing with... Wilders just donated $1. Hold on. Well, this one's for you, Jesse. This one's for you. Jesse said, I just kept pausing my K so that it lines up nearly identical to commentators and neither of us spoil each other. Good stuff, Jesse. Appreciate it. So, Eels here defensively locking down. Second tackle for Manly. They're 5 minutes out from the line. Their own line. Tolatakwala. They can't even really get out of their own 10 right now. They are struggling. Right now. My goodness me. Eels. You are something else. They give away a penalty on third tackle. That was stupid. That was really stupid. Here we go. Thank you very much for the $1 donation. And that was for Jesse Hampson. Jesse. Cristiano Ronaldo says, how did you get that pro picture? Because he's a mad dog. Blitz says I photoshopped it. Photoshop yourself. Jai says Hodgson. Was that Hodgson with the penalty? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Second tackle here. 20 minutes to go here in the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. Josh Schuster, left-hand side, Benj Boyovich, taken down at 30. Third tackle here for Manly. That was such a good defensive set by Parramatta, all ruined by the bald man. Right-hand side now, fourth tackle, Jake Trbojevic taken down 23 metres out from the line. Win or lose, I'd have Garrick practicing kicking with thumbtacks in his socks. Fair enough. Sherry Evans, I don't know what he's doing right now. He couldn't organise a chook raffle. He couldn't win a chook raffle. Couldn't organise a root and a brothel with a run like that. Fifth tackle here, 15 metres out from the line. Left-hand side to Tom Trbojevic himself! Oh, he's lost the ball. Yeah, knock on against Manly, unfortunately. But he says that was an unnecessary blaze. I was being a normal civilian for once. It is what it is, mate. Photoshop yourself. Mikey Sivo now. Oh, Sivo just got crunched harder. Than any... Oh, it's a penalty to Parramatta too. Manly Muppet, man. There's a lot of ill discipline in this game. It's a great game. There's a lot of ill discipline in this game. A lot of ill discipline. So 65% of people have voted for Manly to win this through 434 votes. If you haven't voted in the chat yet, guys, go vote in the chat who you think's going to win this game. Parramatta get this ball 45 metres out here from Manly line. Too many handling errors. Handling errors, penalties, ill discipline. Manly have been all over the shop in that regard. But so have Eels. But Eels are sticking in the game. Dylan Brown to ring Campbell Gillard, and he'll be 35 metres out from the line. I'd really like to not start this week off 0-1 on my tipping. Very nice. Very, very nice there. Very nice. I would like to start off 1 from 1. I'm still on Parrot. I think so too, Nath. I could see this game going extra time, though. Left-hand side, Mitchell Moses. Out the back to Gutho. Gutho here to Wonga Blake. Wonga Blake steps and steps again. He'll be 22 metres out from the line. That was a silly step. Silly step. Yeah, Matt Drury's got blood coming off out of his face right now. Right-hand side here, it's Bryce Cartwright looking for a gap. Another silly goosey. Fourth tackle, 20 metres out from the line. Hodgson, right-hand side, Dylan Brown at the back here. Moses, out to Gutho. Gutho on the inside. Great tackle by Brad Parker. Very good. I think Gutho was slipping anyway, but great tackle by Parker regardless. Fifth tackle here. Moses. He goes, I don't know what's happening. No! I need a minute. Hold on. I need a minute to get over what I just witnessed. I need a minute. I need a few seconds to get over what I've just witnessed from Parramatta. It's something else. It was something else just then. And this is why I compare Parramatta with the Tottenham Hotspur. Because I cannot explain what I've just seen. Manly have thrown the ball over the sideline. And Manly. I'm still getting over the Parramatta muppetry, and then I see that from the Manly. I'm losing it, lads. I'm losing it. Give me a bottle. This has still got some Pepsi Max in it. Huh? I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind in this game. Holy shit. So Parramatta with the ball here, 15 metres out of the line. I was still getting over their bullshit, and then Manly did their bullshit. Hodgson here, left-hand side of Moses. Off to Paulo. Paulo here. Oh, it's a huge tackle there from Lachlan Kroger. That's some Seabolt magic right there, what it says. Oh, it's a Paulo. Then off to, I think it was Hopgood. They go right outside Moses to Penasini. No, not even Penasini. I'm all over the shop. Third tackle here. Gutho. He's going to go short. Regan Campbell Gillard. Oh, that forward pass. At least this game's good, eh? That was disgusting, followed by another future play in HA says. Well, there's a forward pass from Parramatta. Gutho. Oh, I don't know about that. I think that's a try, Parramatta. I think that's horrific call there from the referees. I didn't even think it looked for the at any time. I thought that was backwards, if anything. That is really unlucky there against Parramatta, because I believe that is a straight up try for Parramatta. That should have been 22-22. Yeah, that's poor, man. That's a poor call there from the referees. That was a try for Parramatta. So second tackle now for Manly. They're 20 metres out here from their own line. I need to get over what I just witnessed. Parramatta fans every weekend. That's a penalty. That's a penalty for a shoulder charge. Wow, they haven't called out a shoulder charge. Third tackle here for Manly. The referees are losing their mind. The referees are losing their mind in this game. Fourth tackle now for Manly, 32 metres out. Manly fans, if you win this game, feel very lucky that the referee had an absolute brain snap to call that a 4 pass. Fifth tackle here for Manly, 45 metres out here from their own line. They go right side. No, Bunker cannot overrule 4 passes, Sapello. In Union, they can. In Union, that would have been called a try. They would have gone back and called that a try. Sivo. Oh, Sivo with a huge run back. But good work there by Taquato to stop him in his tracks. All right, Manly, do not give away a penalty. Do not be ill-disciplined here. There hasn't been a great deal of 6 against in this game, but there has been a great deal of penalties and ill-discipline in that regard. So that's what you're looking at here for Manly not to give away in this set. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for proving my point, Instagram blocker. Penalty, Parramatta. What was I just saying? Much is there any reason they can't rule on it? Because they say that the cameras aren't in the right angle. Which is silly, but, you know, Union can rule on it, League they don't, but commentator's curse must be... No, it's not commentator's curse, Wildred. No. It was me explaining how the game's gone so far, and then they proved me right. That's what happened. There's no commentator's curse there. It's me explaining what they've been doing all night tonight, and then them proving me right. So, Eels now with the ball, 13 and a half minutes to go here of the game. Oh, the hits this gave me huge. Huge. Wirra McGree just got crunched in the tackle. Eels see Dylan Brown. Oh, I thought he was going to get away there. 30 minutes out of the line. This is a good game, but it's a fun game. Second tackle now. Hodgson. Oh, it's a knock on. It's a knock on there from Parramatta. Graham still love the Titans log. Appreciate it, man. There'll be another one on Monday from the Titans Storm game. When we win that game. Jeez, look at this hit. Wirra McGree crunched by Olakawatu and Instagram blocker. Oh, Wirra McGree slapped. Mudge says completion rate for both teams is atrocious. Oh, man, it has to be in the 69-68% range, isn't it? Can you tell me? Is it in the 68% range? Because truly, both these teams have been dreadful in regards to completion rates tonight. Adam Fogarty said, Manly make their sets, they will win. Too many second half mistakes. Not second half mistakes, too many mistakes in the entire game. The only reason Parramatta got into it in the first half, at the end of the first half, was because of the mistakes. And the Eels finally started capitalising. But then again, Manly have been doing it all game. The Eels were just making the same mistakes in the beginning of the first half as well, which is what they're doing in the second half as well. But the only time the Eels started capitalising on the mistakes Manly were making, ill discipline or just knock-ons and shit, or just everything, was at the end of the first half when the Eels just went bang bang. Outside of that, the Eels have been going toe-to-toe with Manly in regards to mistakes. So, you can make an argument for both sides there. Time to Voivich, left-hand side. Time to Voivich, left-hand side. Oh, last-ditch tackle by Moses. Stopped him from scoring a try. So, right-hand side here to Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans to Schuster. Schuster puts that ball up in the air. Holy shit, Parramatta. Like, you are stupid. You are a stupid team. You deserve to lose this game. 26-18 here. Sorry, 26-16 here with a kick to come. You deserve to lose this game. Where is your fullback? Why is no one jumping for the ball? That is outrageous. Josh List has been good, by the way, but that is outrageous for Parramatta to allow such an easy try like that in a game that is 6 points. You deserve to be 0-3. I will not tip you next week, and I will not tip you against the Roosters. Truly, this team is in need of a full-blown rebuild because that is absolutely absurd. That is absolutely absurd that you have got no fullback there to go up for that ball, and you've got your centre who's not even jumping up for the ball either. However, I will say the Eels should have been at 22-22 if the call was made correctly with that forward pass call. Ooh, they call that knock on? No, I think it's fine. I think it'll be fine. Is that 3 tries from Schuster? Schuster's been good, man. Grimes Parrot on 5 or 2 weeks. It's absolutely possible. It's absolutely possible, man. Try confirmed. It's absolutely possible. Worse than the West Knights game. I didn't get to watch that in its entirety because I was at Titans Dragons. Luke's, there was no contest. There's no contest. That says everyone's a winner at Parramatta Leagues. So 10 minutes to go here of the game, guys. It's still game on, but Parramatta is silly. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. This is 2 weeks in a row now that Parramatta are going to concede basically 30 points. So Ruben Garrick here will... Oh my god, he nearly missed that kick, but he does get it. He does get it, but he nearly missed that. Moses off to the Tigers, you heard it here first. Wildred, I say this to you guys many times. This Eels team is about to go into a full-blown rebuild. No one is talking about it, but they are going to go into a full-blown rebuild, which means, in baseball terms, blow up the team. They will have to get rid of everyone and start from scratch. The Dragons still aren't doing it. They need to do it still. Table is to the opposite of the Roosters turn 10, go from grand final to wooden spoon. Did the Roosters get a spoon in turn 9, did they? Did the Roosters get a spoon in turn 9? Yes, Jason, you wouldn't be happy with this Eels team. So first tackle here for Manly. They're 11 metres out from their own line. Eels need to score in the next 8 minutes to have a chance. What's the matter? Parramatta, Tasman says. So left-hand side now. And they'll get this ball now to the 33rd tackle. Trying to go for the 1-1 strip. Can't get it, though. Are the Eels the second Tigers now? Well, Eels will be currently last. They will currently be last after 3 rounds. It's just mad. It really is. Greg says that is nearly impossible, Grimy. What, for Parra to be 0-5 in 2 weeks? It's not impossible at all. They play Panthers off a bye next week. Oh, Schuss has injured himself here. Oh, no. Schuss has done his knee here. Oh, no. Schuss has done something with his leg as he kicked that ball just then. That sucks. His calf. Maybe it's just a cramp. Hopefully it is. Touch wood. Grimy says we're not that bad. Ah, boy. If you've watched this game and the first 2 rounds, I'm disagreeing with you. Oh, sorry. I didn't realise your comment was about West first. You said, don't group my West in with the Eels, and then you said we're not that bad. I thought you were an Eels fan. Okay, no, I'm definitely going to disagree with you, because if you watched the first 2 games plus the last season, I'm going to definitely disagree with you. Moses here, right hand side, good offload out the back. He gives it off to literally absolutely nobody. Hodgson hits it back to Hopgood. Off to Rinkel Gillard. Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown now throws it to nobody. Wonga Blake gets away. Off to Bryce Cartwright. Cartwright's running it here. They've made literally -1 metres in this entire play. Off to Hopgood, and he'll just run the ball to about 33 metres out from the line. Someone says, dude, the Eels remind me of the Tigers. Just always seem like they miss every opportunity. They've been doing a lot of that tonight for sure. Moses gives it out back here. Off to Hodgson. He's 30 metres out of the line. Hodgson's going to kick it. That's actually not a bad kick there from Hodgson. That's actually not a bad kick there from Hodgson. Knock on there from Manly. What's going to be a set of 6 here for the Eels 10 metres out of the line. This is an opportunity. But then again, as Serpent was just saying, we've been saying all game, Manly have been giving this all game to Parramatta. They've been giving this all game. By the way, we haven't seen a single captain's challenge in this game. I don't believe we have. That's actually a good kick there from Josh Hodgson. I think Manly is going to challenge this call for an Eels knock-on first. Nah, it's a knock-on Manly. Unless the left hand gets it, but I think it's a knock-on Manly. Jason says, if Eels lose Moses and Brown, the Eels are being wooden spoons. Right now, they're currently in the spoon, and they've got both those guys. And Tuipolotu. No, I think it's... Yeah, it's a knock-on against Tuipolotu. I don't know how they got that right, that call done so quickly, but they've called this a Tuipolotu knock-on first. Do you think Hodgson has improved the Eels? Yes, EQ. Yeah, I think Hodgson's goddamn fantastic, bro. I think he's unbelievable. I think he should be sign of the year. Give him Dally M. Not Dally M Hooker of the Year, Dally M Player of the Year. That's how well Josh Hodgson's played. Dan says, Parra for the spoon. Joe White said, I don't think Eels will get the wooden spoon. If anything, Tigers or Knights. They're not being... The guys in the chat are not being serious about the spoon for the Eels. But right now, they're currently last. Unless they can come back here. They've got 7 minutes and 41 seconds to score 2 tries to tie the game. Yeah, I was talking about the Roosters being in the grand final, not winning it, just like the Eels last year. Yeah, but unless they won the spoon the year before, the year after, or whatnot. Oh, 2009 spoon. Then grand final. There you go. I couldn't remember the Roosters getting into 2009. Alright, Hodgson here, left-hand side. This is the Eels' chance. Dylan Brown. Oh, penalty to the Eels. Well, it doesn't matter because it's 0 tap. It's first tackle anyway, so the Eels just take a tap from 10 metres out. They'll just take a tackle from 10. Oh, they'll get the ball here. 4 metres out and tap it. Give it out the back here to Hopgood. Hopgood to Regan Campbell-Gillard. And Campbell-Gillard will be 8 metres out here from the line. So, yeah, Manly do want them to score blitz here. It's been happening all game. They've been giving them so many times all game. Left-hand side. Now! Chesivo! Micah Sivo. Try time Parramatta. Game on. Hard kick here, though. They have to get this kick. Try time. Micah Sivo. Ali says, to be honest, I think as Hodgson didn't play much after 2019 Grand Final. He hasn't adapted to the fast-paced game that is now, in my opinion. I would disagree. But you've also got to remember that he's been out with like an ACL or an Achilles the last year or so with Raiders. He's had multiple times where he's been out for long periods. So I do feel like he's quite injury-prone. He probably isn't as confident as he was before. He's gone to a new system. He's not exactly a young bloke and what you just outlined just then. So I would agree with you. So try confirm there for the Eels. 28-20 with a kick to come. High-scoring game. It's so funny saying these things knowing damn well we couldn't do better. Looked forward. Nah. I don't agree with that. You are allowed to be critical. You are allowed to have an analytical opinion on a player, being good or bad, without assuming that you could do better. I don't believe I could do better than a single player in the NRL. I don't believe I could do better than a single player in the New South Wales Cup or Queensland Cup. But that doesn't mean I can't be critical of a player's ability, considering that we are financial investors into the game. Right? We watch every game. We watch games for all our life, right? I know a good player when I see one. You know a good player when you see one. We all have different perspectives and opinions, but in the same sense, just because I can't play the game as well, doesn't mean, like Moses misses his kick, doesn't mean that I think that I could do better than him. However, I believe he should do better. Simple. So Moses here from the left-hand side will miss the kick. Muppet. He misses the kick. So with 6 minutes to go, it's an 8-point game. And that's just ruined the game there for the Eels. Slava says, golden point game for game 1 of the week could be nice. Well, it's just been a good game either way, but then again, on a purist level, there's been a lot of ill discipline from Manly, a lot of mistakes from Manly, a lot of ill discipline from Parramatta, and a lot of mistakes from Parramatta. I think BKR can do better than Brooks. It's a shout. It's a shout. Now, if I'm Parramatta and I get a penalty, I go for the 2 to bring it within 6. Alright, so Manly here kick this ball off, and this is the set here. This set, they have to score. They realistically have to score both sets. 7, we do have a Discord server. If a moderator could drop the Discord server, that would be great. We don't really open it up to an amazing amount of people, because obviously there are a lot of trolls, but we do indeed have a Discord server. Right-hand side here, they give it off to Gutho. Gutho here off to Patasini, to Bailey Simonson. Taking down to the halfway point, third tackle. Third tackle now. Gutho with the ball. They go left-hand side off to Hodgson. Hodgson looks at the back. Oh! It's gone backwards. Dylan Brown with the ball. Get out of the way, buddy. We're McGree. Dylan Brown still going. Gets the offload away to Polo. Polo at the back here. They're still going. Hodgson with the ball at the 40. Hey, it's third tackle. Don't you dare kick that ball. Hodgson! 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 Try time! The Eels! It's going to be 28-26, and Josh Hodgson's actually done something. Josh Hodgson has actually done something. Holy shit. Josh Hodgson has actually done something worthwhile for the Eels. It's 28-24 with the kick to come. How about that? Oh, that was a forward pass from Hodgson before, by the way. Like, you call that one against for the Regan Campbell-Gillard try forward, which was backwards, and you don't call that forward, that's a make-up call. That's a make-up call, because that should have been a forward pass on that one. But, what a game. 28-24, kick to come. Also, Hodgson, why did he not go close to the post? Why did he not go underneath the post? He could have done it. Schuster had given up. Go closer. He faked a kick and pass, yeah. Great play by Hodgson. Exactly right, Ali. We were just talking about how he's been poor to adapt, but that was a good one. You know, you've got to give credit where credit's due. I still think he's been one of the worst players in the game for the first 3 weeks of the game, the first 3 weeks of the season. However, that was a fantastic try there. And Mate says, hopefully this goes to golden point. Would love to see it. 7 said, so funny watching it live and hearing your reaction. Let's go. Get around it. Mitchell says, Hodgson looks slower than a sloth. He doesn't look fast, but that was nice of him, man. Manly don't really have a great deal of pace in the team. I think they've got Tolotau Kuala. Travojevic should be decently paced, but not crazily paced. Used to be faster. But that's really about it. Unless you got Jason Saab there, that's literally his only benefit. So try confirmed here. Either way, Parramatta are 1 score out of it now. Parramatta fans re-enter the chat, Nate J says. Alright, 4.5 minutes left here. Can Moses make it a 2-point game? He will. Oh my god, he nearly missed it, but he does get it. He does get it. Alright, here we go, guys. 4 minutes and 22 seconds to go here of the game. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Here we go. Jason Dearest as well. What a game. What a game in regards to the score. What a game in regards to the closeness. What a game in regards to physicality. But not a great game if you're a purist for, you know, errors and discipline and defense. Parramatta love giving up points this year. Anthony Brack says, come on, Parry, you can do this. Ali said, if only Moses kicks that last one. That's what I said before, yeah. It was an easy kick too, man. Oh, no, it wasn't an easy kick. But he missed that easy kick earlier in the game. He missed that easy kick in the first half. However, Manly have missed 2 easy kicks as well through Ruben Garrick. So, it realistically should be 32-28 right now, but instead, it's a 2-point game. 4 minutes 30 to go. Like I said, thumbs up, subscribe. Here we go. Alright, so Parramatta's second tackle, 25 metres out here from their own line. Don't forget, guys, we'll be streaming both games live tomorrow. We'll do the Broncos-Dragons game on Saturday because I'll be at the Titans Storms. We can't... Oh, Manly intercept! Gamma doing it! Oh, Parramatta. Oh, Parramatta. Oh, boy. And there's your 0-3, Parramatta. Wow. They just threw an easy interception for Hamoli Olugwatu. Hodgson off to, I think, Hopgood. Hopgood gets it back. Well, guys. Hold on. Hopgood got your try assist. There you go, Hopgood captainers. That is a try assist for Jermaine Hopgood. Is a try assist for Jermaine Hopgood there. I don't think Garford helps that knock on though, does he? It was Hopgood who threw the pass, Ali. So there we go. So try confirmed there for Hamoli Olukawatu. And it will be a 32-26 ball game here. You would assume Garrett converts this, eh? You would assume Garrett converts it. Ali says, who threw the pass? Yeah, Hopgood, bro. Ali says, had to be fancy. Bro, if you didn't captain him, don't stress, because every single person, every single man, his dog has him. So do not stress if you don't have Hopgood as your captain. Sorry, if you don't have Hopgood, then... Wait, sorry. If you have Hopgood in your team, but not captained, this is actually happy days for you. If you did captain Hopgood, you should be worried. Yeah, 60 points per game, mate. I did say it was a high-scoring game. I did say over 42. But I did tip Parramatta, but, you know. So there we go. So 34-26 here. With 3 minutes to go, the Eels get to go for a short kickoff and try and get it quickly. Also, Peace Law says, Titans beat the Storm, Dragons beat the Broncos Saturday. What a fantastic mundos. Comment that one is. I like that comment. I love that comment, sir. Very nice, very nice. Nathan Johnson says, thank God I'm not an Eels supporter. Mate, I thank myself every single day. I thank the heavens every single day that I'm not a Parramatta fan. I know I'm a Titans fan, but, you know, we've gone 16 years without a comp. They've gone 37 years. But anyway, I'm not going to sit here and shit on Parramatta the entire time. This should be Eels ball. Oh, it's going to be Eels ball. Okay, opportunity. Opportunity here, Parramatta. They have to score on this set and they get the ball back again. They score here, it's still game on, and which will be a wild game if they can do that. Second tackle. If you get a penalty, you take the 2 immediately. There's no way you don't take the 2 if you get a penalty. Right hand side, Dylan Brown off to Hopgood. Hopgood at the back here to Moses. Moses gives it off to Gutho. Gutho here to Penasini. Penasini off to Simonson. He's going to have a sideline. Oh, he threw a ball back in. That was nice work from Simonson. Back to Moses. To Bolo. That was silly from Penasini to get that ball out to Simonson in that position. Here we go. 15 metres out here from the line. Third tackle for the Eels. Hodgson. Brown to Moses. Moses Sivo! Oh my God, there's 2 minutes 20 to go here. It's going to be a 4-point game unless Moses can get the kick. This is outrageous. This is outrageous, this game is. This game is outrageous. Mitchell Moses, take a bow. What a pass here. Brown to Moses. Moses with a double cutout to Micah Sivo. Tuipulotu one side, but you can't really complain with Tuipulotu's positioning there. But Sivo gets the ball in a great position and it's a try time. So this is what's going on. I don't know, man. Both these teams have forgotten how to defend. Both these teams have forgotten how to defend and both these teams can score. Holy shit. So 2 minutes 14 to go here. Time has stopped. Can Mitchell Moses get this from the sideline and make a 2-point game? And then could we see the craziest of crazies make a 2-point field goal? Yeah, what a game. Footy's back, babe. Bro, every game is incredible. Every single game. The only 2 games that haven't been great was the Bulldogs Manly game and then the Bulldogs Storm game. Actually, Bulldogs Storm was still good. Moses will miss a kick because he's a clown. He's a clown. All right, so 2 minutes to go here in the game. It's a 4-point game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. But wow, wait, what a finish. What a finish here. What a finish. Moses Duck. Sorry, Goose. Get my something else. Put Moses Goose in the chat. Guys, who do you think wins this? Do you think Para is able to score here? You can't tell me that's not possible after what we've seen in this last 10 minutes. Comment in the chat. Do you think Para score and win this game? Or do you think Manly hold out here to make it 34-30? Parramatta will get the ball here. Anything to do with footy is good. How good? How good? Comment in the chat. Manly to win or Para to come back. Here we go. Seven says Eels will win this. Noisy Wayland says Manly. EQ says Manly hold out, so Manly keep the ball off here. Parramatta with the ball 8 minutes out from their own line. Adam Fogarty says, I have no idea how to read the form of either side coming out of this game. No idea, bro. No idea. So, I guess the Eels are a little bit easier because they've got 3 games to go off, though. Eels now get this ball to the 25. Second tackle. There's a minute 40 to go this game. Manly, do not give away a penalty like you've been giving away all game. Let that side Hopgood to Gutho. Gutho here. Gets up to Dylan Brown. Off to Wonga Blake. Wonga Blake looking for a hole. He doesn't find anything there. He's a muppet. Third tackle now. 43 minutes out from their own line. Do not give away a penalty, Manly. At least they can't. At least it's not a penalty game right now, and Manly could give away a penalty inside their own 30, and it wouldn't be as costly as the other way. Right, as would have been. Gutho, right hand side. Moses! Oh! Throws it back. He's out. It's game over, I reckon. I'd challenge this if I'm the Eels. I would challenge it just because you've got a challenge. I think he's probably gone out, but I would challenge it. Yeah, you may as well. So challenge it here. 58 seconds to go here the game. Mudge has 5 tries in 10 minutes. What is defense? What's defense, man? Yeah, the way this game has gone, I agree with the commentary. The way this game has gone, anything can happen in the challenge here. So that was great tackle there by Brad Parker. Moses going to the sideline, He's out. He's out. That's the right call. That's the right call there. So there's a minute to go here. If Manly really need to just hold the ball out, but the same sense, Parramatta will go for the one-on-one strip. So challenge unsuccessful. Nate J says intercept try, Paulo, Eels miss the kick. Can you imagine if the Eels still win this game? Like, the way this game has gone, anything can happen, man. 58 seconds left here. Ultimate Peace Lords. Remember that game where Storm versus Manly, where Storm had a last-minute 5-minute dash last year? Yeah, exactly right. It was similar to this game. But this game has been very back and forth. So, alright, 58 seconds to go here. Oli Kawatu. They might get one play. They may get one play if they can be quick enough making these tackles. First tackle here for Manly, right-hand side. But Manly, if they're smart enough, can probably hold out. They probably can hold out for the entire set if they're smart enough and don't play the ball too quickly, which is what they just did. Right-hand side here, Tui Pelotu. But then again, I guess they could just kick the ball off the sideline. 38 seconds to go here, third tackle. There's still 2 tackles remaining here. Parramatta need to try and go for the one-on-one strip, but also just... you got to get him down, though. All right, fourth tackle, 28 seconds. You're probably going to get one play here, Parramatta, if you're smart enough about it. Jay Chaboyevich, I probably would have passed that just because. All right, forwards get ready to run for the scrum. You've got 19 seconds here. It's fifth tackle here for Manly. What are they going to do? They're going to give it off to Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans kicks that ball into the corner. I would have kicked the ball over the sideline, to be fair, but the Eels are going to get one last play here. Here we go. Gutherson with the ball, 5 meters out from their own line. He's going to... They've got one play. Gutho, are you stupid? Gutho, are you stupid? Are you stupid, Gutherson? Is Gutherson one of the dumbest players? Like, he's had such a great game, but he's just... Why did he just take the tackle just then? Gutherson literally just took the tackle in the 80th minute as the siren was going when that was their last play. Memphis says, imagine if Moses had kicked those conversions. Yeah, but you could also say, imagine if Garrett kicked the conversions, you know. I just don't understand why Gutherson just ran the ball back into the play and got tackled when they're down by 4 points. They had to throw the ball around. There was players back there. They had players back around him. Grimy says, Gutho's sabotaging the Eels on the inside. But Gutho's been the best player for the Eels all game. Gutherson was their best player today. But that was just really odd because that was their last chance. Did he think he had more time? I don't know, but that's on him anyway. But it says if Hopgood didn't throw the offload... It's not even that. Like, where I think this game was really kind of hurt the Eels was when the referee didn't give that try to the Eels. But then again, the try that Hodgson scored just before, was a forward pass. So you can't actually even blame the referee if you are a Eels fan because you got given a try based off of probably a wrong call there. It was 6 tries to 6, but Manly had a penalty, so kicking game was pretty similar. It was pretty similar, yeah, exactly right. Garrick missed a couple of easy ones as well. How can you score 30 and still lose? Parramatta scored 26 last week and lost. Parramatta scored 30 this week and lost. No defense in Parramatta. They're now officially 0-3. The Parramatta Eels are last place on the table. Truly, all over the shop, man. All over the shop there. But guys, I'm going to jump off, obviously. Appreciate you as usual. Tomorrow we'll be showing both the Knights and Dolphins game and also the Roosters Rabbitohs. Absolutely belter there. Now, guys, how good's this season been? It really has been incredible. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. We're so close to 22,000 now. Get around it. Don't forget, we're showing every game this weekend except for Titans versus Storm and Cowboys Warriors. Because I'll be at the Titans game that you'll see the vlog for on Monday at 5 p.m. there. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate you as usual. And my God, this game had a lot of errors, a lot of mistakes, but it just proves this season is on fire, son. This season is absolutely on fire. Alrighty, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See you.